people have been mad, or maybe I'm going exaggerating when I say mad. People have been interested and wanting to hear our perspective on a lot of the craziness that's been going on. So even though we expressed it in other ways, they wanted us. They were looking forward to seeing us at the table as we live as we going through this. So it's not on mine. It's on another one.
On the Brotherhood?
Crystal Blue.
Who?
Crystal Blue. KRS.
Oh. KRS?
KR. Yeah, you're right. He's playing with C.
Oh, damn.
Stop. You understand? Cut it out. Okay, you're not doing that. Stop.
So I'm just gonna toss some stuff out and then we just go with it. Shannon Sharpe.
Starting there, huh?
Shannon Sharpe.
My dog.
That story is it's so up and down to me. It's so confusing.
Back shots by 5. Lakers in 5.
He was selling the blue chews too?
Yeah.
What it was the blue chews?
No, he wasn't doing
different one.
it. It was Rose Sparks.
Oh, the RO.
It was Rose Sparks.
Yeah. That's more I was
He lost that endorsement.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
He lost a BMW endorsement.
I know they couldn't.
Well, he
Come
still-
on with the video.
Yeah, he got DraftKings. He
He
DraftKings
lost some of
back.
that stuff with the first video though, huh?
I think
Not
the
with
first
the-
As soon as
episode.
it came out, because he used to have like 7 minutes. I watch Nightcap in the mornings when I get up to go to work. And he used to have like, you have to fast forward like 7 minutes, bro. He had like 7 minutes of ads, bro. He was getting some bread.
Yeah.
He had BMW, he had Rose Sparks, he had this net company that helps you like consolidate all the like paperwork and stuff like that. He had a bunch of different things, and after that came out, he was just promoting Shea by LaPortier. And that was pretty much it. But now he got DraftKings back. So DraftKings like, we ain't tripping, bro. You good. We just want to make sure you not too crazy.
You know you out here buying it.
Yeah, he have DraftKings back and just Shea by LaPortier brand. Club Shay and 84.com, his clothing brand, but he doesn't have like all those endorsements that he used to have.
At first I thought it was a publicity stunt. That's what I thought it was, to sell like them. And
I
then
didn't
I was
think that
like,
man. He had like a
$50 million lawsuit?
Yeah,
no, in the beginning.
the law-
But then once they dropped the little lawsuit thing, I was like, oh no, this is real.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, no.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to make my OnlyFans page, because remember he had the little thing where he supposedly went live.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they sent somebody at him.
Oh no, I think that live shit makes sense now. That Instagram live, it makes sense now because that's like that mean that whoever had access to his phone to be able to do that was like showing him like, hey,
This is what put you out there.
hey,
But yeah, I agree with that completely. That's what it. I think it's like this started way before like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when he did that, what was his highest grossing show?
Cat Williams.
Cat
Williams.
On Club Shay.
Yeah, that was really controversial.
Yeah.
More than he really thought, maybe.
yeah,
Then when the people start,
docking.
It's
Yeah.
the biggest of all time.
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's say that. It's the biggest
Yeah.
interview. It's the most
Yeah.
viewed of all time, bro. Over
yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
But see, he went, Cat Williams went at a lot of people that's industry based. So when he went at them people that's ranked up there, and then Shannon Sharpe just still letting him go because it wasn't scripted. Like Kevin.
They don't care, man. You gave him the platform.
He went at black comedians. He went at black.
and he
He went at
He went at black comedians. That's
He ain't even. I don't even consider that like going at anybody. He had personal gripes with people that he know
Yeah.
that are comedians, and most of those comedians that came on that show and said what they had to say about him, and he just said It was more like a monologue. Like it was something that he's a comedian. He did like a
one-man show.
Yeah,
But
like
some of the people he talked about, man, the people who they work for, you know,
Yeah,
if
that's what I'm
yeah, of course.
if you're talking about them, you're talking to them.
Yeah.
So it's
If
like,
I'm investing in you.
some of
you
these
talking about
phones you
me.
chose are like,
yeah, they big business.
yeah, they're no joke. They're
Because I
big.
can't send you and I'm investing in you. I'm a shareholder in your
You
success.
kind of work
Yeah.
for them if you're a
Yeah,
media.
now I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
well,
big business.
well, let me go ahead and put this on this
Man, you
plate
work
here
for
so
them.
I can go ahead and tackle you and get you on our
They
way.
gave you this platform in their eyes. Man,
But
we
I
give you a
think-
show and you let somebody talk about us,
But I mean, but even more
then
important
they
than
threw this
that,
shit up.
even in
All
that
this shit up.
but even
But
in
they
that,
all do it. Come on, man. Let's not act like all of them don't be playing these weird games and got all
Of
this stuff
course.
that could be controversial, could be said is
Yeah.
this. But you know, they just brought his up. Why they brought his up? That's what you got to ask yourself. They gave him all these platforms, and he was having a great run.
yeah.
You know, why they gonna bring it up now?
But
Now
I-
you want to bring it up?
But I
Like,
think-
nah, you done let this man come on this show.
I
And
think even with that, man,
it led to that man career ending
I think even with that, that's
or
it kind of
changing drastically.
that's just it kind of builds Shannon Sharpe off, let him off the hook for just making dumb decisions.
It don't let him off the hook.
No.
He still did all that stuff.
Because
He just
this is my thing though.
now we know.
Even with the cat,
Like, you freaky.
even
Man,
with,
They
boy,
know, they know he was like that.
even with the
That's
Cat
why he
Williams
let him
interview,
come on, man.
Cat Williams made these assertions like, hey man, leave the white women alone on that interview.
Yeah.
When what's the other girl? Monique came on. Hey Shannon, leave them young girls alone. Lil Yachty, hey man, you know you kind of old. Don't be fucking with younger. He missed all these cues. So like what that tells me is that people in that sector know that you be moving in a way that is sloppy.
Yeah.
Because they making decisions to say choice things to you that's specific.
He's moving like a lot of athletes.
What was interesting
I don't
about
make
what was
bad
interesting to me about the
He
whole
ain't been an athlete in 30 years.
But they go at
well,
We can't even say that.
He might be
You
70.
can't even say that. A 25-year-old athlete with millions of dollars, I expect you to fucking 20-year-old OnlyFans model.
It don't seem like he ever learned anything.
He's like a big country bumpkin, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
He
but
gonna fuck
yeah,
whatever
that's
he
how
can
it
wrestle
goes,
down.
Like
Like,
he ain't learned nothing. Like he big country bucket. That's not right.
He said whatever he can wrestle down.
Like, so let me be politically correct right now.
You know what you say? Because he's insatiable.
he's insatiable, man. He's insatiable, dog.
And what does
Because
insatiable mean?
he can't be satisfied, dog.
So anything gonna do.
Anything.
So, but I found that part to be interesting. I found the fact that on most of the conversation and arguments about it is that the biggest thing that people on the internet was saying was that he should have known better because she was so young. So it was
He can do whatever he wants. He's been doing that shit.
right. So yeah, so they ain't telling Leonardo DiCaprio to stop trading in his models.
Well, Leonardo DiCaprio ain't let Cat Williams come up there and talk about it. He's obedient.
Leo got whatever Leo got going on. He got it figured out.
That too though, like it is something to be said by like if you know you dealing with like reckless young women.
Yeah, don't be out here pointing fingers.
Yeah, you got man
tripping.
tripping.
I don't know.
The
You can't work for a
NDA
company and then be talking about the boss and think it's gonna go good.
No.
There's ways around NDAs
like the
too, but,
NDAs
yeah.
and stuff like that. A lot of those celebrities be having in place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is
That matters if
that
matters if it matters to the person that signs it.
Right.
exactly.
If
You
it
know
don't
what
matter
I'm
to
saying?
them, then we'll see each other in court.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, Shannon just got tripped up with things that's like, it's just like player one-on-one, dog. Like you don't say too much on the phone. You don't like.
Yeah.
They
They
don't
like
like.
what they say. I'm mic'd up, bro.
Yeah, like-
And then when Jimmy Horn was like, "Hey, bro, I'm mic'd up, bro. Hey, don't say nothing, bro. I'm mic'd up."
And when I learned about Shannon, like Shannon not good with social cues,
Yeah,
dog.
that boy, hey, him and Charles Barkley.
Shannon not good because even when he talking to the girl on the phone, he like, girl, I'm gonna choke you. Obviously we know
I'm not laughing.
he just talking.
Right.
But her response should tell you like, oh, you tripping. Cause he like, why would you choke me? That should tell you, hey, I'm being recorded. I'm being recorded.
Yeah.
He's not good with social because even like when Lil Yachty was like trying to throw hits, he missed the social cue completely and just giggled. And a grown man who giggled.
In
But
tight.
hey, but look, that could be a good setup too, right? Because it's like, okay, if we role play, so now we role playing on the phone, but you don't know I'm recording. But me and you have an agreement that we role playing, so now you feel like we role playing on the phone, but I'm setting you up.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that elaborate. It didn't even feel that elaborate. I could see if it felt like elaborate.
Shannon was 56, and y'all remember when we used to be on the phone late night talking stupid?
Cause it's like, why would you show me? You know what you did. You know what I'm saying? You know what you did. It's like, it's banter.
Yeah, but
it's foreplay.
yeah, but what she was saying that her voice sounded like a timid, scared little white girl. So that should make me feel like, why you talking? Why you on it like that? You're not that good an actor.
You on OnlyFans, so you ain't shy.
Why you being timid like that? You know I choke. You know that's what we do.
She retired. She retired, by the way. She retired.
Yeah,
she announced her retirement.
I bet she did.
She announced her
She
retirement.
should.
I bet she.
Yeah.
She said, "Stay tuned, guys. I got some other things."
She got a clothing line coming
No,
up.
she started putting up Bible verses. You can't make this up. She started putting up
No.
She started putting up Bible
No,
verses.
bro.
But see, Jason, you can
Oh, she
do
pulled
that.
a Britney
But
Ring?
you can do that. You can do that. You can find God at any time. You can find. She can do that.
Especially if you get 20,
She can find God.
you get 23 million. It's reported she got 23 million. Yeah, man, I quit. I quit. Whatever I'm doing. I can't.
I quit too.
I respect
I
myself.
don't like those tall shoes, man.
That's more than $10 million.
Nobody else will see my toes.
It's a settlement, so there ain't no taxes, right? There ain't no taxes with the settlement.
How that work?
I don't know, bro.
Well, you gotta render under Caesar.
I think it is.
Yeah, you gotta
I think
render
it is
under
taxes.
Caesar
I
now.
don't know. I think
Understand?
They probably get on the front end. Maybe they get on the front end.
It's
So you think you finna sit on all that?
either way, it's free money, dog. Like,
Yeah.
still earning though.
True.
Yeah.
Cause a 56-year-old man
She
should
thinks she
not
got-
be fucking a 19-year-old girl, bro. I don't care what anybody say.
That's a different conversation.
I don't care about people saying, "Oh, she's 18." I hear people be like, "She 18."
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Bro, you 56, dog. You old enough to be her great grandfather.
Yeah.
That shit's weird.
In 2025, bro. I mean,
That's
When
right.
you talk to her, you know that she's a
That's
little
crazy.
girl.
That's right. That's right.
But it's true.
Bro, she's gonna be immature, bro.
Yo,
tripping,
I
bro.
took these 17-year-old girls home before. Like had to drop them off. How annoying 17-year-old people are.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, just the conversation.
yeah, the conversation piece is crazy.
Conversation
Yeah,
before
yeah,
conversation.
yeah, man, it hurts.
Like my daughter, her,
It hurts sometimes to sit back and listen to
19 or
them.
whatever, right?
Like,
so listening
man,
to what
what?
they talk about, I'm like, bro, how can? And then I think back to when we was younger, and these dudes like knocking down chicks like our age, and I'm like, bro, that just had to be like a paycheck, like with the Shannon situation, it's just on a lower scale.
On a very low scale, because you only had to buy McDonald's.
Yeah.
Drop the bitch off at-
A boss of Popeyes.
You 23. You 23.
But some of their mamas was
I
sending
mean,
them
but
up.
women are always gonna be a lot of. I didn't say all,
Not
but
all, yeah.
no. But a lot of women are always gonna be more infatuated with the older guy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something. Even if they may have a dad at home.
Yeah.
It's just something where they feel like there's gonna be more wisdom there, more.
Yeah, but it is. It's just he's more experienced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Their maturity level is higher than ours until
They're gonna equate it to maturity.
It's
Yeah,
like-
they're gonna equate the age
it's like
to
she's
maturity.
gonna be like learning so much from you. She'll
Yeah.
like it's just not cool, bro. It's not.
Yeah, nah, that's
You're
I can't
manipulating a
even.
young mind, like her mind's not developed yet.
I can't even do the
Like,
20s. Like I'm good on that. Like you know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
no way.
I ain't even
some
in my
40s
50s.
out here, man, to make you throw your
Yeah,
hands.
like a
Alright,
You
bro.
don't
You
even gotta
got
go that far.
Yeah,
you gotta go that
don't.
far at your age range.
You really don't. That's why like
man.
a 25-year-old woman will make you be like, this is the longest day of my life.
How you know? What was so? One of the things that I found interesting about that scenario is there was a conversation about how Shannon Sharpe had announced that in terms of his wealth, his inherit, whatever he had to give to his children, that he wasn't intending to leave much for them because he wanted them to get the good work ethic and learn how to make things and manage things on their own. But you just gave her
a grip.
Yeah, but Shaq
you just gave her that what you. So here's what I'm gonna put in this context.
If it ain't about the money.
You weren't going to give that amount of money to your children, but you lived your life in a way where you gave that amount of money to someone else, and that someone else is probably going to give that money to their children.
Nah, she gonna blow that. Yeah,
That ain't girl gonna run through.
She gonna blow it. You think so?
She like 22 now. Yeah.
Now she get a financial advisor and put something up, which I mean I would hope that in this time that we live in now, you would do that if you come
But
to
some of
somebody.
them chicks,
So
bro,
that's
be
even worse
coming
if
out of
it's
suburban areas, bro. It be like they just choose this route because it was easier, because they couldn't cut it in college and all that. So they choose these routes to go on OnlyFans and sell the bottom of their feet pictures and all that kind of
I
stuff.
wouldn't even say because they couldn't cut it. It's just like
It's easy money.
Yeah,
slow,
yeah,
slow,
right.
slow hanging
It's
fruit.
easy money, bro. Easy money, bro. A lot of us have
Yeah,
done
people
certain
definitely
things
have-
at different times for easy money.
Yeah, but
You know
people
what I'm saying?
definitely have potential in them.
it's more.
Yeah.
It's just
She just needed that.
It's
She
what you
needed that
decide to
outlet
do.
to get her right. So now she can go ahead and build whatever she wanted to build, but she couldn't get there with
Yeah,
her feet
man.
pics and showing.
But that's okay. But I mean,
draws.
but we all know cats who were living a certain life, a certain way, and when they popped, they did a little time, they came out, they were able to take that same energy and put it into something else and doing really well now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
you know.
don't get me wrong. Like
You
if
just
you
need the
if
access.
you have success in OnlyFans, it ain't as simple as like I got an OnlyFans, I'm finna be rich. It's like if you're a successful rapper, it took something to get there.
It's gonna be like you started and then like you got better.
Yeah, you know how to.
Found out the algorithm.
You might be great at marketing. You may know how to
put
like
the right keywords.
It sounds funny, but it is important
No,
to be good at
no,
marketing.
Jay, I think I used to send it to Jay. Somebody used to send me their content before they would post it. And I was like,
why you put me in that, bro?
I was like, what are you
Outrageous!
I'm like, what are you doing?
Jason had a girl.
I'm not married, bro.
But I mean, it's
I'm
the
joking,
same-
bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so she used to do this, and I'm like, this is so weird to me because I didn't understand.
I bet.
I was like, but I hadn't seen it before. I was like, I seen it in person. I was like,
So weird.
all right, well, let me go ahead and show this to my dog. They're trying to charge somebody for this shit.
Now, I give solid advice like that doesn't look appetizing.
Think, right? Because when we grew up at, a lot of people, including myself, right, we was on the corner. You know what I'm saying? We was hustling. You know, we was on the corner hustling. So, but there was no, well, we had like D Kelly might have been the one woman out there hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she stud again. You feel
Yeah.
me? So she like one of the boys, kind of sort of. But so for a lot of these young girls, for a lot of these young girls, like that's like the hustle game. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go work the pole if they can dance. You know what I'm saying? While their body still, or they gonna go get the body done, or so they gonna hustle to make fast money. Like it's the equivalent to us being out there on the corner because
they're trying to see more.
Yeah.
the only thing is it doesn't look as bad, right? Because it doesn't look like we're just bearing ourselves and sacrificing our dignity. But if you pumping drugs in your community, you are.
Yeah, just kind of
You know, but it just got a different type of look to it because they're like they're using their body in a sexual, you know. But it's like when I was on the block, I knew I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't good to sell drugs in my community. I knew that. My grandma raised me up better to do that. Wow. But at the same time, I don't have to clock in. I don't have to listen to somebody telling me what to do. I don't have to wash nobody's dishes, take nobody's trash out. Because it wasn't like I had an education to get something that provided more of an income. So now the income I'm making doing this is like way killing according to what the corporate world says that, you know, I qualify for according to me dropping out of high school. So it's like now for a lot of these younger women, it's just like, man, I'm just getting OnlyFans, or sell some feet pics, and there's gonna be some dudes out there. I forgot the numbers. Somebody was pointing out the numbers of how many women are actually doing OnlyFans. It's such a small percentage.
Yeah.
But the amount of men on OnlyFans is a large percentage, bro.
Yeah, it's
like
the I think they said like OnlyFans generates like I think they said like $8 billion a year.
yeah.
So like
Oh god.
yeah.
Only 8 billion.
So
Man,
the
that's
dude,
outrageous,
was
bro.
like pointed out, like, man, this is y'all fault. Why y'all trying to talk about these women and call them
But
this and call them
that's
that?
a redirect though, because that's not our fault. It's not our, because we can sue. That's like if somebody be like, that's like if a crackhead be like, it's your fault, you sold it to me. It's like, nah, you have an addiction though.
Yeah.
So like it's
for sure.
Like, you seek me out.
You guys.
I used to
Like,
always
you won't go
say
get
that.
this
For
anymore.
sure, but he said-
I didn't seek you out to come for you to come by this.
For
And
sure.
that's my argument with some things. But
Yeah,
I just,
that's
For sure, but I'm saying what he's saying is the main, there's gonna be a guy out there that's gonna have so much negative things to say about a woman with OnlyFans. Meanwhile, he got OnlyFans subscription on his phone.
yeah, that's some wild stuff.
You feel me? So he's like, a lot of y'all dudes and y'all want to sit here and talk about these women and what they doing, but let's check your phone and let's see how much money you spending on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean that's
you despise somebody, but you
I didn't know that was a real thing.
actively
It's a
supporting
thing.
it.
that's fair, but that's also like that's not real though too.
Your
Like,
point is valid too, but I'm saying we see people saying, I can't believe she's doing that, but check your phone though.
yeah, I'm just
Bro,
like,
see,
Look,
it-
I'll be honest with you. And had they had that when I was in Iraq and Afghanistan, I probably would have been signed up for it.
I'm not
I ain't
gonna
gonna lie to you
judge,
because I'm out in the
period.
desert, but I gotta see something.
But if I got OnlyFans on my phone, I'm definitely not gonna be out here talking down,
Talking
like
crazy,
playing
yeah.
that little goofy game. You know what I'm saying?
but, okay, so
that's because you mature though.
that was
Can't see talking
that's
down
a
on
similar
it.
conversation that was made
It's a hustle.
To
on
me, it's the same as like all their social medias, but it's just what people decide to put on it because they can lock it to be private.
Yeah, and it's
You know what I'm
monetary.
saying?
Yeah.
And it's monetary.
It's
Like
different
some-
though.
It is different, but it is different because it's private. On Instagram, man, if you are allowed to put, because you can't just put
It'd be like
anything on there.
$4 though, bro.
Yeah, but it's just
I get it
It'd
though.
be like $4
But it's
to sign up, bro.
it's a pay
$4 and
it's a-
you're butt ass naked on here.
it's a paywall though, because that $4 would deter me from buying it. To me, I won't.
So that $4 got to be taxed. It's got to be.
Yeah,
like they pimping them. They pimping
Oh,
them for sure.
Yeah, you
God, bro.
you'll probably contact her like OnlyFans.
Yeah,
The lady who owns
it's only
OnlyFans
$8 billion.
is a Christian white lady, by the way.
No.
To me,
Yeah.
it's like the best pimp
She's like-
they
she's
ever
like in
came
the
out with, and it's
doctor.
legit.
That owns it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
yeah, look it
The
up.
digital company.
She either just sold it or yeah.
You can
Mere
do whatever
women
you
of the
want on
village,
this
bro.
one.
Yeah.
And they'll pay you. Sign up now.
Nah, they eating off the taxes. I mean, you know, because
That's
everybody
different,
that does that ain't doing that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but come.
That's the freaky corner of OnlyFans, but everybody, like your girl from Bernie Mac show,
Yeah. Some people just got
Vanessa, the dark
showed.
skinned girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She went on there because she talks about it openly that she was like struggling, bro. Like the checks had dried up and she was struggling. She had 2 kids. So she used her fame to go on OnlyFans. She never got naked,
Yeah.
but she took pictures in like
Risque.
panties and bras and different things. You know, she
I
be
think
a
I've
girl.
seen that on like
And she
World
said
Star.
that provided her with the income to take care of her family. So she was like, y'all can judge me all y'all want, but like I had to take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, of course we mature enough to not judge. And she just took scantily clad pictures. They get raunchy on it.
That tells you there's a lot of men out here that just don't have either good talking pieces.
It's not do that. They can't get women, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
It's
what-
not even.
I'm starting to
it's not even
realize
their fault,
that.
bro. They
I'm
just
starting
don't.
to
They just
realize
don't
that
have
as I
it.
talk to people more and just listen to even like some of my friends that are women, and I'm like, so he had to do all this to just get that? It's
We're fortunate, bro.
Yeah,
we have charisma.
yeah,
You know, we have confidence. There's a lot of guys out here that just don't
I
have that.
don't be
I
understanding
agree.
because so I can't understand that like how you
Yeah.
So for me to sit back and I'm like, dude, I ain't 6'8". I was just talking to somebody about this not too long ago. I'm like, I ain't 6'8", this whole beard, all this kind of weird shit that everybody talking about that they won't. Then they mess around doing all this, and you come and get that with the.
But you feel like you that. But you feel like you that dude. But you feel like you that dude though. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
you
From the
trigger
fruits of
this
your
shit,
own
that-
labor. You feel me?
that's
So
crazy.
that resonates.
I've been deserving it.
That resonates. You feel me? Like
Hey, what
you
you
know
know?
who you
I
are.
just keep it from behind and ask you what your interests are. Biggie said it the best. He was like, I let him buy all the drinks or whatever. Then I creep up from behind and ask you what your interests are and who you be with.
Please to make you smile.
Hey,
What number to die?
You
know
feel
what
me?
They be posting pictures out like, this is the woman that Faith and Charlie Baltimore. Yes.
Yeah.
The man was
Yeah.
oozing
The man, like,
charisma.
like, two
The man was a
different ways,
lyrical
bro.
genius.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking
Yes.
about?
Before he was Biggie, yes. Before he was just Chris from up the street, yes. Yeah.
Chris Wallace.
One of the for me, it's the challenge is muddling through the disingenuous arguments. So as I saw somebody point this out, and I was explaining this to my wife. I said, you've probably been having guys holler at you, whether it was appropriate or inappropriate, since you was 13 years old. Right? So you don't know what it's like to live a life and not get attention. But because of the relationship dynamic that we're involved in, men basically do the hunting. So every man who's ever walked up to you or walked up to any other woman and has been told no since he was 13, most guys don't hit that corner where something like that, if it's going to turn around, doesn't turn around for them until they're in their 30s, where they're actually beginning to build a life. And that life now becomes a thing that is attractive to women because he wasn't, but what he's doing becomes attractive. So you don't know what it's like to not have attention. He doesn't know what it's like to have attention. He finally gets to a place where he's able to get attention, and you want him.
You like, hey.
You want him to not get that.
Lock it down.
So I said, baby.
Stress over there.
I said, it's like being on the bench. You hardly ever get any playing time.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody go down. You on the court. You done came up the court 3 or 4 times, knocked down the jumper, and then the other person get back in the game and they hollering, pass me the ball.
It's like they didn't want Carson to shoot that shot. Man, I've been on the bench the whole time.
Right.
I'm finna shoot this game winner. You crazy?
Yeah.
I talk about that at work because I'm around a whole bunch of individuals and they're in these positions of like authority.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and me being me, I'm sitting back, I'm like, bitch, oh, excuse me. I'm like, you was lame as shit. Excuse me. I be getting upset sometimes. I be like,
correct.
yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching them and I'm like, the way that they talk to people, the way that they handle people, I can tell that they've never been the person. They've never been that guy.
Yeah.
So now I got this degree behind me. I can talk to people crazy.
Yeah.
And then me, I'm sitting there like, as soon as you send me that email, I'm coming to your desk, man. I don't care about none of that. So it's like, I have to, and I sit here and I watch it and then put it into that perspective when it came down to women. I tell women, okay, y'all, a lot of times y'all are going through life at the 20s and y'all, oh, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. Dude trying to get himself together.
Mm-hmm.
The average dude right now, 35 to 45 years old, he's finally at peace almost. He's comfortable.
That's real.
He don't want you
That's
coming.
real.
He don't want you coming into his life with that bug.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Because guess what? You done did all this. Now this man, he comfortable. He can go out and buy a Corvette and just ride around and just do a Shannon Sharpe. Of some sort. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? So it's that level of change in time is like 35 to 45 is like that age range. Like, man, it's like, well, I'm good now.
Yeah.
He done worked at his career. He done got it. He settled in. She's like still trying to figure out what she want to do. Like, no, baby, be that teacher. We gonna come over here and make this thing happen.
Okay. Kind of, when you were saying that, this popped into my head. I recently saw Kitty from The Conversation. And somebody went to the microphone and the question was, what can a wife offer a man that a girlfriend or a side chick cannot? And she went off and was rattling down this stuff. She can do this, and she can do this, and she
Was it Kitty?
It was Kitty, the dark skinned sister. So they,
Yeah.
So she just going and she just naming stuff. She's naming stuff, and the audience is clapping and applauding.
It's a live audience. They tour.
Oh, with the 4 or 5 people.
Yeah. So I said,
It's a nice conversation. It's a nice conversation.
Yeah. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, nothing she said Answer that question.
Right.
Everything she mentioned, the girlfriend can also do for that man.
Right.
Trip ain't get her or Trip left?
I think I don't know if he was there yet,
Yeah,
but it was a clip. Yeah, but it was a clip. So
They probably addressed it. It just was.
It wasn't part of the clip. Yeah.
Right, but what is always interesting to me is people's ability to applaud and clap the bullshit.
It sounds good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's about how people be talking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It may not be truth. It's just they know how to like
It
grab.
sounds just like a politician. And we're gonna put free food in every neighborhood. We're gonna give cars to the women.
Yeah, you're making key points.
Yeah, and
You're
everyone's like,
punching the crowd,
it's
and
like,
everybody-
you really think
you gotta hype, man.
this
Yeah,
sounds
but
really
I'm-
good,
yeah.
doesn't
Because
it?
you don't have to say it good. It's just the people in the audience have to want it to be true.
Yeah.
So you can just
That's
say
a lot.
whatever. That's like you be seeing the Jubilee where they do the 20 verse 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had
Was it Amanda Seales?
Amanda Seales,
Yeah.
who's like insufferable, hard to be around, listen to,
Yeah.
know or talk to. But they're talking about reparations, and there's a bunch of black people saying why we shouldn't have
I
reparations.
did see that.
So
20
what-
conservatives.
yeah,
yeah.
20 conservatives.
So whatever
That's
she
what-
says, and she's saying it like,
She's saying something.
yeah, she's saying something. People are like, oh man, Seals handled them. But if you watch any other 20v1s, it's normally the one person that's the one is normally somebody who's like well versed on the topic, and everybody else is emotional.
Yeah.
Amanda Seales was emotional just like everybody else, but she's just saying what the crowd wants to hear and what the people who watching want to hear. So it looks like it was great PR for Amanda Seales.
They're gonna say she gave it
Yeah.
to him.
Oh man, she's serving them. Cause that's what we can do. Especially like black women, they do like a little posturing and like the one congresswoman who was trying to defend like trans rights, but she was like, I'm not no. She was like, honey girl, and then the white lady was like, well, you can meet me outside. And they're like, oh, that black lady serving that white lady. They don't like that, but they don't even realize she was actually arguing against women's rights for trans rights.
Yeah.
But she was just doing it in like a real like,
Sassy what?
Sister
yeah.
Girl way.
posturing way. So everybody like, oh man, look at her. They don't like that. She flipping her hair and she doing all that. I'm
Yeah,
requesting my
she's putting on the
time back there. Tell him, honey, clock it.
Oh, you like Jasmine Crockett?
Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett.
Y'all don't even know what she even arguing about. It's not for our benefit.
That's the one they call the lady botch built body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And the whole
That's
time,
wild.
and I know this is not right, but the whole time she was giving it to her, and I applaud her for checking her on the spot. But your wig bothers me. I don't know what I have to go back and look at it more than once to not be distracted by the wig, to actually listen to what she's saying, to hear if what she's saying is registering making any sense. So that's just one of my
It's just so easy to trick people, man. Especially if you know they're emotionally tied to something.
I told your boy online, your boy Yada,
Yeah.
with the no dusty bums allowed
Yeah,
movement.
you should give your wife $400,000 a year. She don't have to do nothing for it. And if she do, you a bum. They be like, yeah, clock it, yeah.
It's like, he wants you to go 50-50, and now your skin is breaking out, now your body is forming autoimmune diseases, and now you have anxiety because you were not built to be 50-50. This man is not a man at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
bro, autoimmune disease, bro.
yeah. Like, he
He
doing
talking
it.
about fibroids, now you got
I
fibroids
seen him a couple times.
because you're trying to go 50-50 with a man.
But
I was like, bro, this guy's hilarious.
We done seen these before though.
Yeah.
He say he pays like $250,000 a year just for being his wife.
Yeah. That nigga's amazing.
I'm talking about in the comment section. The comment
They
section
gonna know,
is
and then
really,
somebody gonna throw his mess out there.
Yeah.
We're gonna be looking at
the
that.
comment section is ridiculous.
Cool,
Like,
bro. It's cool, bro. Just do your thing.
They not gonna like this. They be in the comments. They not gonna like this.
see,
Because it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, man. It's unreasonable.
those
it's like I ain't even tripping on what bro say because it's ridiculous. I don't take it serious. Like,
Right.
but it's a bad faith
And then a
argument.
woman don't really like want all that stuff, and she know we don't got no. Man, what you talking about, man? You know who your man is.
last night I was talking to.
What you talking about, man?
Right,
Why you wishing for this?
I was talking to a young lady last night.
Unrealistic.
One thing y'all have to do for psychological research, bro, is watch Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
That is one of the best
Watch
things
Pop
on the
the
internet.
Balloon, and you will see. Like, I was watching it with this young lady, right? And the last two guys at one point in time, the last two guys were always the two tallest guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were just the two tallest guys. It was like, always like, yeah, you're like a little short for me, but she has on heels and he's still taller than her.
Right.
But she's like, yeah, you're just a little too short for me. And he's like, but I'm taller than you. And she's like, it's just my preference. It's just my preference.
Yeah, you just do this. It's my purpose.
Yeah, it's just my preference. I'm sorry. Or it's like, there was a guy, he came out there, he had on a nice suit, nice shoes, everything, but he was probably about like 5'7". He was bald. He wasn't an ugly guy. He was funny. He was smart. He had his life. He had everything together. I told her, I said, man, everybody finna pop their balloon on this dude. It's over with for this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And they kept saying, and they all were saying, you're so nice. You dress well. You're so well put together. You're funny. I really like your views on things. But it just, you know, I just didn't feel that thing. And he's like, yeah, I understand. Like, yeah. Thank you for sharing. And it was like, every woman was just like, you're just so nice. You're so smart. And I told her, I said, when a woman call you sweet and nice, you're done.
Yeah, you done.
Yes.
I said, it sounds good. What they think they saying is a compliment.
Yeah.
I said, but a man knows that he's cooked.
Yeah, you
If
done.
she says, you're so sweet, you're so nice, oh, you're cooked. You're
It's done.
you
It's over.
done, boy.
It's over.
You're going to be her bestie, boy. You cooked.
Because you not, she don't even see you as somebody that you just not a project, man. Like you just like that's what they be on. They be like, it's just because the way you dress is just so casual. Like I don't like guys who dress casual. She got on a jersey dress. Like what are you talking about?
Your
This one who said
actually
divine
match.
feminine, he said divine feminine, they started popping, and she was like, you know, I'm Christian. And when I heard you say divine feminine, it was just like, it was kind of like giving like spiritual.
You Christian don't pop the balloon?
And he said,
right.
man, it was like 4
That's
or
how
5
y'all
of
pick
them.
men in the church?
They had a cross on their neck. I said, well, this is a setup here. And the brother, he said, I'm Christian.
Right.
He said, I am Christian, but he said, you know, I'm a man. I'm a masculine man. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm in my divine masculine, and I'm looking for my counterpart. You know, I'm looking for a balance. In the divine feminine, it was like, and I was telling her, I said, see, this is the thing. I don't know. You want to be religious, be religious. Do what you need to do to find whatever you. I said, but there's certain sects of religion that box you in so tightly that just her hearing divine feminine, she already decided that she don't want nothing to do with this man. And I said, what do you think Eve represents?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, she probably doesn't really.
She said, I'm more of a fruits of the spirit. I heard you say divine feminine, but I'm more of a fruits of the spirit. I said, man, I would have popped my balloon. Give me a balloon. Out of here, man. These girls are out there fucking mind. And it's you just see.
She's just dumb.
Look,
Yeah, we got it. I don't get it because we don't want to say that.
and she was fine.
Nah,
Okay, I got a lot of fine
Yeah, she was
dumb women.
fine, too.
Hey, you what I call damn it don't.
I took.
But it's just a religion, bro. It's like not even that she's dumb. It's
Nah,
what religion does to some people.
Religion will make you dumb, dog.
I mean,
it will.
If you become a parrot, bro, this
No,
is something
it-
that's not even that somebody can sit up there and tell you. So I can sit okay.
Ignorant.
Nah, she's dumb.
I used to
Religion
play
makes
around.
you dumb, dog.
Let me
It's
get
okay.
the definition of dumb.
Religion makes you dumb. Dog. Yo, I took this girl out.
Smoking cloudy.
This girl was so fucking fine.
Smoke, huh?
Cloudy.
And I had these bees
You
on.
can see through it. It's a fog. You can't really see.
And she was like, oh, those bees, man. So you went to like that? You went to like stones, stuff like that? And I was like, yeah, man, I date a lot of witches. And she was like, oh, that scared me when you said you date a lot of witches. And it's like, do you know the history of like witches?
Do you even know?
Do you even know what that means? Nah, that's the devil, man. I was like, oh my God. I just couldn't talk to her. She was like, you scare me when you say you date a lot of witches. And I'm saying it like in jest, like,
Right.
we adults, bro. We 30 something. Like we in our 30s, 40s. And you don't know the history of your own religion or like
No.
your ideologies, and you don't know.
I don't have them. Well, I didn't have them.
That's when you have like you have those.
No, we grew up at
I was just like, bro, all right, bro. Like you saying that 20 balloons, she told my son fruits was her. Which car? I was like, man, I got a banana, man.
Listen. One of my daughters decided she was going to be a witch. and she shared that with my wife.
Oh, yo, Lord.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
She wanted to be away.
Everything all in the house.
She got the whole water.
Right, so
Ha! With Crisco oil and everything.
You gotta
So-
tie it down to the bed.
Right.
The power of Christ can pound you. It can pound you.
So when I walk in the house, this is what she want to talk about. So I sat down and I'm listening, and she goes through and she has a little moment where she got to get all this stuff out, and I said, okay, I said, let me say this to you. I said, obviously, you don't know the history of what that is.
Right.
So I'm going to shoot you some books. As a matter of fact, we got 2 or 3 on the shelf. So go through these first before you make a decision that your daughter is going to hell. Right? And I said, because it would benefit you to have some knowledge. And then it'll benefit you to be able to communicate with her while she's experimenting and looking at what she's looking at. I said, I studied and went through every religion I can get my hand on before I kind of settled into what my perspective is. I said, just give her some room. She may go with it, she may not. But you making a war against it can keep her there longer than she would have been otherwise.
I had to deal with that when I started telling people that I had, practiced Islam at one point in time.
Yeah.
So at one point in time, I started practicing Islam so I could just understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I grew up Southern Baptist. So I'm like, okay, so what's so different in this? Because I knew all these rules, so it made me not want to go to nobody's church.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'm over here, let me see what's going on. So I just started reading, and then I caught myself, we sitting at the table one day, I got a dude that's Muslim, then I got a dude that's a devout Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I say, do y'all realize y'all saying the same?
Y'all believe the same
Y'all
thing.
saying the same thing, bro.
Yeah, they're on the same book and everything.
Then
Yeah,
there was
it's
another woman
the
that
Abrahamic faith. Like, y'all believe the same thing. The only thing you don't believe is that Jesus was
Whether he was a prophet or what he
And-
was.
prophet or was the son of God.
And the biggest,
But you believe that we all children of God.
the
Like,
difference
so you guys
maker-
are just saying stuff. You guys are just arguing about
Yeah.
nothing.
And I tell them all the time, I say, okay, the only thing was Muhammad ain't in the Bible because he wasn't there at the time that Jesus was around.
Right.
Right.
Say so therefore, but Jesus in the Bible. I mean, it's in the Quran. So they sit there and they go on, and then I was talking to women about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, okay, Southern Baptist again. You go to church. Back in the day, they go covered, they arms covered, their hands covered. They got to wear a long dress. They got to wear the under.
Yeah.
I said, so what's the difference in you being covered like that, and you got to have a hat on, than a woman that's wearing a abaya and a hijab?
Yeah.
I said, there is no difference. I say it's just the only difference maker is regional and what you've been told.
If you had been born over there, that would be your thing.
That would be
Right,
If you
your
had
right.
been born over
That's
here.
all.
Yeah, but listen, when I arrived back here in the early 90s, after I've been around the world, and me and my wife were dating, and we decided we were going to start going
scared of each other. based on-
Yeah.
we decided we were going to start going to church together. And we're talking about Macedonia Methodist Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
I go in, and I'm taking off my shoes at the door. And I'm walking in. And it didn't dawn on me right away when people saw I whisper.
Yeah.
And it became a thing. And why is he taking off his shoes? Why is he taking off his shoes? Why is he taking off his shoes? Now, what's interesting about this is me and Ruthie had a conversation about this recently. She said, "Oh yeah, Coach, why were you taking off your shoes?" I said, in your book that your daddy teach from, when Moses approached the burning bush, he was asked to remove his sandals before he stepped on holy ground.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She said, yeah. I said, so when I was going to church and I was removing my shoes because I thought it was when I was standing on this holy ground, I was the only one in that building that was doing it right according to the scripture.
Right.
All of y'all were wrong. But I was bold enough to
Right.
take the criticism, not without worrying about that.
Yeah.
And we were talking about something else today. So in your position in this, you need to be that bold in managing what you're getting ready to manage because there's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to say. You need to be that bold. And she was like, okay, yeah, I get it.
Right.
But people just don't know. The reality is they don't know.
I tell a lot of people I've read both of the books, right? And I just it's a thing I tell people. I'm like, you woke. I said, no, I take a lot of naps. So at the end of the day, it's where I get a good understanding of both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't got to sit here and play like we go to river life, whatnot. Religion is what you find in it. And a lot of people are searching for hope, and they want you to cure them or whatever problem they got.
Right.
And that's not what it's truly built on.
Yeah.
You know, so I just sit there and I just let people have their way, man.
And it's so many layers to even that, because it's like if you go pray, you practice. It's gonna be go pray. And you go pray next to them Arabs, and y'all supposed to hold hands. Well, I bet they won't hold your hand.
No, you don't. You don't hold hands.
No, I'm just. You go when you guys stand next to each other. Go stand next to an Arab, and if you touch him, he gonna move, because they feel like they above you or higher than you.
Where?
Just anywhere.
No, that's not necessarily.
An Arab will tell you that he think he better than you.
Bro, I lived in Dubai, bro. And
Okay.
I went to the masjid, though.
Exactly.
I went to the masjid.
That wasn't your experience.
That wasn't my experience. The masjid was across the street from my house. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying in a sense.
Let me finish my point though. This is what I'm saying. Because even if that's not your experience, because like I said, religion is so warped that people's idea of their religion can be different if you study the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe the same shit.
I got your perspective.
Right. So like even if that's not your experience, I've spoken to Arabs and they say, yeah, y'all Muslims, but y'all black Muslims. This is not one group of Muslims, it's not one group of Arabs, it's not one area, it's not one section. They truly believe that. So, and even if that's not your
So
experience.
you're talking about the Nation of Islam?
No, I'm just the point.
What the differences in religions?
Right. So the point that I'm making is, you can be so gung ho on what you believe in the religion,
yeah,
and realize that you've been taught a way that you've been taught based on what you believe.
That's true.
And y'all can believe the same thing, worship the same thing, dress the same way, pray the same place.
Yeah, that's the thing, kind of like with different dialect too. It's all you can take it and misconstrue different ways. You know who's receiving the message.
She fell. She
Yeah.
slipped.
Yeah.
She slipped.
Yeah, it's just based on who received the message and who's looking at the message. I mean, who's looking at the messenger as well.
Yeah. Well, for me, the word believe just messes it all up. Because in order for you to believe, you have to confess that you don't know.
Yeah.
But to say I believe is a confession that you don't know, and it's okay. But when we tend to have the back and forth, we want to talk about the thing that we just said that we don't know. When we say I believe, we want to argue the points like it's 100% true.
That's true. Yeah.
So and I think that's where it becomes difficult for people to actually see that they may be in agreement.
Yeah, and it's perspective. I think a lot of conversations are based on perspective, and when it comes down to opinions, people get louder when it comes down to their opinions too. Okay, my opinion is I'm gonna make sure mine louder than yours, so that you can agree with me.
That's when you already have a point. Or
It's like, okay, what are we doing?
Something that's moved.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay.
It's like a conversation.
So like with Black, like say he done met some Arabs that are like such and such.
Right.
I guess I was weird over there because every time a dude was like, hey bro, come, we're gonna have tea.
Yeah.
And they grab my hand, I'm like, hey bro, I don't do that cause
Okay.
you know,
Don't make you weird. Just make you.
No, I'm just saying, like,
make it that's your experience.
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't we finna go and hold hands and have no coffee. There's no crack. Hold your hand and go have this coffee, bro.
Okay. All right, one shift. Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri.
Is it Sha'Carri?
Sha'Carri. Yeah, it's a Sha'Carri. Because I kept saying Sha'Carri, so when I know that I'm saying it wrong. So I was Sha'Carri. It's supposed to be the correct pronunciation.
She carries a lot of baggage.
You're not allowed to say that, man.
She said it. She said it herself.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah, her apology, I think. She said there's some things that she need to address, and that she gonna address,
That's how you apologize? Hey man, I be going through a lot of shit, man.
Did it feel like an apology to you?
She was like, she need to go see the lady, man.
I feel, but was it a...
Go see what lady?
The lady, that's just a slang term for a therapist.
Yeah.
She got a lot of riding on the line. She has a lot of endorsements, so it's just kind of one of those things.
I know you do.
She's gonna issue an apology, whether or not
She's apologetic.
there's gonna be people who feel like you have no choice, which is true, but there's gonna feel people like even though she still means it, I'm just one of those people that I don't know. But I know that she has to issue an apology because she signed a Nike and other things.
If she so if she wants to maintain the agreement that she has with her contract, it's in her best interest to make the apology.
Right, and she is a icon, a beacon for a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? And
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
They want to be Olympians and different things, and wear long nails and
Yeah,
I get it.
They want to experience success and then also live the way they want to live. That's what Sha'Carri represents. She represents somebody who does all the shit that they do, and they're an Olympian.
Because she smoked a little weed.
They nah. But her mom died. You don't even know, or whatever happened. She was like,
and it's well, this is governing body has had these rules of substance that can't be in your body for life.
It doesn't matter why you did it. It doesn't matter why you did it.
We get it. Your mom passed. Hey, when Simone Biles needed time, she took time and she left. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then she came back and did her thing. But with that whole thing, it was just a complete lack of accountability. Not only a lack of accountability, but also how quick she was to project that her boyfriend told the police what she did.
Right.
And then reject him. In a matter of minutes.
Yeah, that's frightening.
Yeah,
that's frightening.
Right, a lot of women understand what we were saying from men's point of view.
For me, that's evil.
This is my lady.
The first thing that popped into my head, well, that's evil.
Yeah.
Let me say this clear. I'm not saying she evil. I'm saying that's evil.
That's evil.
To behave the way she behaved, and because she didn't want what came with that.
Yeah.
She tried to get him arrested. If I'm not mistaken, there was a statement, and I'm not going to be 100% correct, but there was a statement I can show you what I have on my phone about what he did.
Yeah. She said that.
Yeah.
Right? So.
She said that.
Yeah.
That junk was wild. She was like, if I'm going, if this house is on fire, I'm going to hold on to you, and we're going to burn up in it together.
Right.
And what's fucked up is he did the exact opposite.
Yeah, he tried to protect her.
He said, "Nah, man, wasn't nothing, man.
We good, man. It wasn't nothing. Did she touch you? Did she? Nah, man, we good, man.
But that CCTV is everywhere.
Yeah.
And they was like, well, we seen her on camera. And you at the airport.
And then
ain't nothing you can do at the airport.
Even after her doing that in public, Christian, for real, that's what you gonna do?
Yeah.
I know, baby. but even then, she for real, Christian. He still after that, knowing that happened. Still went on camera and say, man, she shouldn't have got arrested for that.
Yeah. He watched her try to feed him to the monster.
And still try to protect
her. And then when she apologized, or when I saw what was supposed to be an apology, it was frightening to me that she.
And it wasn't a video, right? It was just a release statement.
No. She was on ground. She put out your video.
You should watch the video because her apologizing with this nervous smile and not really apologizing for real, like apologizing but then explaining why she did it still
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
It wasn't sincere.
Yeah, I don't
know. Well, let me say this: if I were in a counseling session with her as her coach, I'm going to dig into that. Right? It was clear to me that there's some digging needed to be done, and if she needs to get some assistance with that, she needs to get some assistance with that. Now I heard another brother say she talked about the neighborhood she come from, and he said that's what them sisters there do. That's what they are.
Oh yeah, he said they fight. They all fight.
He said they fight dudes over there, and he said and if he had hit her back, he said she probably could have took it, and they would have went at it.
Yeah.
She said, but you said he was saying that she's a product of her environment. Well, hell, we all a product of our environment.
Is she from Orlando?
No.
I know some.
But yeah, it's just.
But it's that has been that defense has been trying to be used. You are actively. I watch a lot of content involving the West Coast, right? Because I'm fascinated with the gang culture, because it's a lot of black men and they grow up in an environment and it's this is what we are, so this is what you now gonna become. and this is what we do, and they do it. You know what I mean? And then they get in front of a judge, and the attorney says, "Ma'am, he grew up in this area, so he became one of these guys, and like his dad is doing like 50 years right now, and his mom had to work this and that," and the judge is like, "Yeah, I understand, but 50 to life." You know what I'm saying? Like
it was what's the
like 50 to life. He knew what he was doing. He's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
what they do though for the prosecutors too though. They're all a part of that same system.
Yeah, they know the neighborhoods and
that's what that is.
An attorney like he didn't have a chance. He really didn't. He had a small chance because of his environment, and this is what led him down this path, just like many of these other people. So we're just asking that you would take that into account when you sentence him. Not asking you to let him go, but we asking you to take that into account when you sentence him so that he can get another chance, maybe. And maybe he get another chance when he get out of 50 years.
And that shit fucked up because they got the gang enhancement too.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The gang and the gun attached.
That's fucking crazy. That's like, hey,
that's why I be 50.
Because you in the gang, we gonna double your shit.
But it's like, okay, I grew up over here. Everybody's this, so I'm just supposed to keep getting on this school bus, keep walking down this street. And what is that supposed to do? I'm supposed to fight every day until they realize I'm not gonna do this? Like, like explain that to me. Or if these are the brothers that brought my mom groceries when she needed it. Or if these are the brothers that bought me basketball equipment when I was trying to train for the team. Like what? Like let's be realistic, but it's that doesn't exist.
Yeah, but see, they don't care.
They don't want to hear that.
But I think the judicial system definitely doesn't care about that side.
Right.
Like that system is set up intentionally to get him that amount of time for a reason. It's none of that stuff, and none of that stuff can change it. So when he gets that time, it's grant money per day that he does, and whatever facility he goes to, those are the people who are paying for this. So the judge is gonna get his cut and the kickback, and the warden gonna get his kickback for filling up the prison, and then the prosecutor get paid. And like, come on, man, this is a system.
And they all go play golf.
And all of them are involved for the dollars.
Right.
But the problem is the other side. This is their life. It's like, yo, I got to do this to survive in my neighborhood because it's so messed up. And they're like, yeah, man, we know. We got your dad, your granddad, your auntie, your uncle. Come on, man, your turn. Come on. Like, they don't care, bro. It's not. It was just so we're asking them to be fair on something, and it's like, yo,
so should we be fair with Sha'Carri?
We were. We were.
That's the thing. We
are.
We're overly fair, like, because you mentioned like
and we are.
You mentioned 4 different incidents where she did something and she had zero accountability, and we was like, man, she 20 though, man, you know.
Facts. Because I ain't tripping off of her now. Yeah. But what she did was wild. But when you're a black man, that's unfortunately when you're like, this is how a lot of y'all operate. When you're gonna be mad at us when you saw right in front of you and you still making excuses for her.
You gotta call it what it is, man. I don't think we can make excuses for her anyways because the whole world saw what she did. You know, every time she did something because she is in the spotlight. So like she gotta know she's a target. If she don't want people to see her truth, she need to not be like that. So like if she can't really be worried about what we doing. She probably need to focus on fixing her.
But you don't have.
That's if she even wants to.
You don't have to though. You don't have to if your support group, women, your mom, your aunt, your uncle, your aunties, and they all be like, yeah, why he just said let you go through his phone instead of being like, yo, you can't beat people up when you go through their phone. You just can't. You just can't do that. There's no way that you can defend that. You went through his phone. I don't care if he had 20 women in there and they were all planning on meeting one by one for the next 2 weeks. You can't hit them. You can't do it. So the people around her being like, but why men do this? This has nothing to do with what men do. This has nothing to do with what men do.
They did pass a law though that people cannot go through a person's phone. There was a law that was passed. So he had it on a couple of occasions.
Now, I know that's like here, right?
Oh, is that it?
It's not in every state.
But they were in Oregon.
It's not in every state.
They were in Seattle on their way to Oregon.
Because they said, ma'am, in this state, we We can just watch
Go
the
ahead.
tapes, and he doesn't have to press nothing. We can take you to jail because we want to.
And even after they told her that, she still kept calling his name. Like
she was yelling towards so you gonna keep letting them do this to me?
Like, it's your fault because you made me mad enough to do what I did in front of these cameras.
Right.
Yeah. That's what she's saying though. Like, you made me do this.
It has to trace back to where it's your fault.
Yeah,
I never would have got mad if you would have let me.
Yeah.
See now.
Yeah, you would have
I didn't say, you know why I am. You know how I am.
You would have been extra mad. You would have my phone was I got this little shorty was in my DM. I'm trying to see what it is.
Yeah.
So that takes me back to Eddie Murphy's Raw, when he was talking about getting a sister from Africa.
Oh yeah.
And then how he had to straight up his girl. He did ta. You made me do that.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you brought that on yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah, go to sleep.
They get the Al Green. Get the Al Green, put it in them grits.
Hopefully. Might just cut your throat.
Get that Lorena Bobby.
Never wake up.
That'll be your last nap.
It can go so many directions.
Now, and the women be watching the murder.
Snap. I remember that used
So
to
they know real ways. Put the broken up light bulb in your food.
Yeah.
Tear your whole insides up.
Yeah.
cut you off.
Pour like some Freon in your tea or some shit.
See the last marshal you have.
Be done.
Yeah, she that mad, you probably should hold her tight.
Yeah,
before you try to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like you ain't go.
Hang on to it. It's hot. It's all right.
Yeah.
But I would like
You gotta get out of
to
there.
take this opportunity to put out a warning for young people when you're dealing in those situations. Pay attention. We were here in this room and we were having a conversation about feminism. And I threw out the question about whether feminism needed men's participation in order for it to happen. And one of our friends in the audience said yes, but there was a look on her face when she spoke in the way that she spoke that let me know that there was something, I don't want to say, because it wasn't passion. It was almost like a death stare, right? That
Just emotional.
right, and I get it. So I apologize. I've been in one situation where I was dealing with somebody and they showed me that side of them and I was like, okay, yeah, I see you. Right, and then I got out of that situation. But a lot of cats ain't getting out of those situations. And if you see that one time, you need to know that you're probably gonna see it again.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they get comfortable, I like to tell my children, when you get comfortable doing something, when you get comfortable, you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So when you get caught, I'm not gonna treat you like this is the first time you did it. I got to treat you like you do this all the time. Now you done got comfortable, and now you done got caught. So now with my punishment is not going to be, oh, this is the first time punishment. My punishment is going to be, oh, this is what you do punishment.
I was at one of my boys' houses one time, and him and his lady got into it. That's why I don't stay at people's houses. And they say, "No, you room and board here." I don't know what y'all got going on in there. And they got into it, and it was something that was small. And I'm sitting there in the room, I'm talking to my wife on the phone. All I hear is,
Gotta beat her.
and I got up and I looked. I was like, well, what y'all got going on?
Right.
She done fired off on me.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the closest hotel.
Yeah.
Well, I can't stay here tonight. Well, I gotta go. Boy. I gotta leave here.
Because y'all do this.
So here's
Yeah.
the thing. They do.
So you do this so much that you're comfortable to do it with a guest in the house.
With me in the house. Right. So when it happened, me and him, we talking on the phone, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, bro, like, I can't be around that because that's something that I don't fool with that type of situation.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, man, that was like the second time she done did. I say, well, the first time you should have left.
Yeah.
I say, because that second time, now she knows. So
It's okay.
So here you
Don't
go.
get third.
Going, speed up now.
You can give him a second chance. You can give him a second
no,
chance.
Speed
Don't
up.
put your hands
So,
on me, man.
so
Give him a second chance, though.
here's why I don't say second chance on that, because a woman killed my grandfather.
Okay.
Came outside and shot him up in the car. She only got 4 years. And she got living her life.
Let's go get it.
That's crazy work.
You know what I'm saying? She went in there and lied.
A slap is different from shooting somebody.
No,
Yeah.
it's really
what
not
I'm
though.
saying is,
Yes, it is.
If you can't
if I
restrain
take a
yourself
bottle
and
of
hit me,
water
you
and I pour it on you, but then you come back and you pour a pitcher of water on me, it's the same thing? No, bro, I just sprayed you with a little bit of water. But that bucket of water, now I'm soaking wet.
I'm just saying you can forgive somebody and give them another chance or something like that. You don't have to.
No,
You're supposed to
don't put your hands
forgive, but
Of
not
course, it's
forget.
optional. If you don't, I understand. But if you do, I understand as well.
Don't
Like,
put your hands on me.
you
But
know,
let's
in
fast
life,
forward.
we all have been afforded second chances.
But Jay, though, let's fast forward to 2024 now. This is 2024. She sliced him in the face.
Okay, so
And then,
That's
fool
too
me
much.
once, shame on fool me once, shame on you, right?
So-
Fool me twice, supposed to be.
now at the
All right,
end of the
let me
day,
go.
I say,
let me go.
I say, bro, as long as you stay in that, don't call me and be like, hey, I got this situation. Because guess what? To me, you like it.
Yeah.
To me, it's something you like about that toxicity. And me, I put sugar in my spaghetti because I don't want no that acidity to get me.
Yeah.
So I know I don't want them type of problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at it, bro. And if she'll do that and she on this public platform, bro, knowing that she can get away with it, bro, ain't no telling what she been doing over there in the house anyway. It just happened to be seen by the audience.
She said,
That ain't her first time.
she said, I can show you what's on my phone about what he was doing to me.
So that means that they've been at it before.
I don't know what that means. What I heard her say, what I witnessed was her willingness to take him down
Yeah.
because of something she got caught doing wrong. That's evil.
Yeah, that's
That
all.
behavior is evil behavior.
It's like, man, self-preservation is number one for humans.
Mm-hmm.
It's how quickly you get to that is how much I can trust you. So if it's a minor inconvenience that'll make you do something to hurt me, that means that it don't take much.
Right.
So I don't really need to be trying to figure out what my limit is with you.
Right.
Let's just not do this.
Right.
Because if you physically are attacking me in any way, even if you just pushing me, because I seen Mark Lamont Hill on Joe Budden saying like, oh, she should have went to jail for that. Mark Lamont Hill was like, she should have went to jail for that. He just, just.
I don't think she should have went to jail for that.
But the thing is, and this is where it is. If the shoe is on the other foot, you going to jail.
I mean, yeah.
And if
But
you,
there are double things. It's not the same. We're
Yeah,
not the same
but-
as men and women.
yeah,
We're not.
but your restraint should be the same.
I hear that.
Like they used to say back in the day, whoever gets to the phone first.
I know.
I used to hear that. I'm like, I never understood that.
I hear that,
I
right?
got older.
I hear that, right? But I'm not even disputing that. But what I want to add to that is the fact, like, we know that our restraint have to be, or is expected to be different because we have 10 times more testosterone flowing through our bloodstreams than women.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that a woman has X amount of estrogen flowing through hers,
Mm-hmm.
so her emotional outbursts are going to be commonplace, to be expected to be
That's
a little more dramatic,
that's why Sha'Carri
or a lot
that's
more
why Sha'Carri
dramatic.
carries on like that, because we okay with that.
I'm not saying we're okay with it. I'm saying that these certain things
You can't
are,
hit me because I can take it.
or by certain things are anatomy, certain things are biology, right?
That's true, but you can't hit me because I can take it.
And I agree.
That's not okay.
Bro, and I agree with you. But I'm saying, if a woman lose her cool, go in the bathroom and cut her hair off, we gonna be like, come here, give me a hug, talk to me about it. I love what you did with your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do afford them grace in certain spaces because of the way that they wired, that as much as we can understand as men.
You used a great word. You said grace. The only problem I have with that is men, for the most part, are not allowed the same grace.
This is true. This is true.
Because
I don't
guess
agree.
what?
I don't disagree.
Because guess what? If I go in the bathroom and shave off all my hair, I require a hug too.
Bro, and I agree with you. But there's just things that are what they are. And it's like,
this can't be one of those.
As we mature, no, she didn't punch him. She didn't kick him. I'm saying the severity of the situation. She lost her. I don't think she should have went to jail for it. Now, if it's a plan of anger management and this, that, to show that you actually want to do something to correct this behavior, cool. But other than that, I can't just break up with you. But do I want you to go to jail for this? No, I don't.
Listen, I don't.
If I'm dating you, I don't want you to go to jail for this.
Even if she did punch me, I don't want her to go to jail. But the consequence to that is out of my control.
In that situation,
if you stab me, I don't want you to go to jail, but that's beyond my control.
I don't know, man. I've been stabbed.
I was gonna get to that.
I got stabbed.
Listen, me and Jalen been through
I pressed charges and I got restitution.
Yeah.
And
how that played out, bro.
How
they played that out, bro. The whole family was against us, bro. This man, she's like this right here, and
yeah, but was that your girl? That was your girl?
No, I was trying to break up.
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to break up.
I'm saying if my girl stabbed me, I don't want her to go.
But look though, it's like
I don't know. My girl stabbed me.
You gotta go, bro.
To jail, bro.
My wife going to jail.
But you go. But
I might not press charges though.
But
she going to jail, boy.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you stabbed me, bro. Yeah.
I'm okay with you. I'm okay with you having to live your consequence though.
Yeah.
So if you on camera stabbing me and the police be like, hey, no, we can do.
But see, here's the thing, though, bro.
Yeah.
You're looking at it in the sense of it's happening in the home, bro. This is outside.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
the
have
difference
to.
maker is it's outside, bro. What people do within their four walls is their business, right? But when it's outside, bro, that is the public.
Yeah, that's emasculating, man.
Yeah.
It's not
and then the bad part about it is too. Now you got it on the internet. I don't really follow it right like that. I'm pretty sure somebody on the internet like, man, that motherfucker a squirrel. He was squirrel. I would have choked out in there. And it's like, why would you even do that? Because now both of y'all finna go to jail, and then you go get all the time that she ain't gonna get. Like, what's the little boy name? Tory Lanez or whatever? Supposed to didn't even shoot the girl or something, or however that play out.
No,
well, we know
the
that.
other girl shot her. Right?
That's what they
said. The other girl shot her. He took the gun away so she wouldn't shoot no more.
Yeah.
Shot all the bullets out. He went to jail for being a felon and firing
the gun.
But you say he shot the gun, but they didn't find no residue on his hands.
Yeah, but that
might be a lie too.
Because you know about firearms. So if you have that residue on you.
It's gonna be here, and you go, why is it still?
I mean, but even
I think that was his confession. Like, I took the gun from them. I shot all the bullets out, so there wouldn't be no more bullets in it or something.
That's crazy.
So when the police show up, you should shut up. And this was you should shut up. Shut up.
They tell you that.
You have the right to remain silent. Shut up.
Anything you can and will
be used
against you.
Against you.
So and he used that to clear himself on shooting a girl because they were trying to say he shot the girl. But he used that confession to get off of that. But the problem was they were like, "Oh, you're a convicted felon, right?
Yeah.
Okay."
Because he didn't go to prison for shooting anybody. You got to do that.
Your attorney supposed to have those conversations. Your attorney is supposed to have that conversation on your behalf.
That's
you supposed to shut up.
But that's also an example of you trying to protect these two women because
thank you.
Because granted you fuck both of them and you like, hey.
But and we innately were wired to protect.
Right.
Let's just keep it a buck. We're innately wired to protect them. And I feel like they are too, but some of them, because of what they go through, because of the programming at hand, even with a lot of these dudes out here that we don't surround ourselves with, where they it's almost like their wiring has been, you know what I'm saying, hijacked to where they be like, well, that's what she was out there doing, that's what she got coming to her. But it's like, nah, man, it's a tricky situation now. Mm-hmm. If you over there doing the most and some dudes over there looking crazy, I might have to keep walking because I'm getting myself involved and I'm gonna get
it's really not a tricky situation though, because the reality is this: your consequences are your consequences. I don't have to agree with them. I don't have to. If you welling on a dude and he turn around and give you all he got, I can be like, damn, but he overdid it. But I also can be like, you shouldn't have been welling.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't mean that I'm saying, hey, he should have did what he did. I'm saying that your actions going to have a reaction that I can't protect you from. Because even if I protect you today from it, you're going to still make decisions when I'm not around that's going to cause you harm.
For sure. All of us at the table have daughters, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things.
Allegedly.
Oh man. That's wild because it's so true. Mandatory DNA.
So
Okay.
I talk to my daughter about these things because I see it a lot in their age range, in the early ages, and then I see it on the social media a lot. And I tell her, keep your hands to yourself. Do not put your hands on nobody. And all of it. I talk to her about all these things because I see it online, and like I tell her, for every action there's a reaction. And then if you call me and say, he did this, but you ain't told me what you did, I'm only going to react off of what you told me.
Yeah.
Because you're my child, because women have, like you said, we're supposed to provide, protect, and profess. And that's what we mostly do as men. So if my daughter called me and say, this dude did such and such, you know what I'm doing.
Listen,
damn
man.
it, I'm finna be
Okay.
I'm finna be gone for a little bit.
I hear you, but we have to, and I get it, because it's your daughter, right? I got daughters. I read The Godfather. In The Godfather, if you've seen the movie, you've seen the movie where the part where the guy beat the Godfather's daughter, his wife. He beat his wife up. In the book, she's talking to her dad, and she's talking about how he's beating me at home. In the book, he says, "Go home and learn how not to get beat."
Yikes.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You're asking because what you're doing is you're asking me, a man that you know I handle these kinds of
I'm only
situations.
going one way with this.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
you don't want that way to be this way. Then.
Right.
Yeah.
So go home and learn how not to get beat. You're asking a man to go to another man's house and
Handle business.
and run that man's house
Yeah.
because you don't want to get along and be cooperative with your husband, the man you chose, you agreed to marry. See, in the Tory Lane situation, we just based upon what we're saying here, whether it's true or not, let's say that he did take the gun, fire off the gun, and he said, "I did that to stop this woman from shooting this woman." That woman still said he deserved everything that he's getting right now.
Yeah.
That's
Same woman.
See, that's so now.
That's my thing too, though.
So now, if it's not true, okay, but if it is true, that's evil.
Yeah.
And that's what. See, my thing is, even with Jason saying like you're emotional and you're in the moment, if you have an emotional reaction, cool. What Sha'Carri did is similar to that, where after the emotional reaction and you able to calm down, you willing to say, then lock him up too. Then that means that it ain't about emotion no more. That means that you generally have no care about my well-being.
Yeah.
Nah.
I feel like she was still in her emotions though. Like I think that's something that she has to address to realize that a lot of women live in that state so much that they feel like it's normal.
It starts with an 8.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes out here killing each other and doing all this because they live in these emotionally extreme states and that they're considering to be that's becoming normalized.
And they were raised solely by one parent who lives that way.
I mean, but
it's
in a lot
cycle.
but a lot of times too, also like with all these West Coast documentaries and things, I look at a lot of these dudes. That end up going and doing all this time, they daddy probably already ended up doing all that time because he was riding for a flag or riding for a set too, and he killed somebody.
Yeah.
So it's like,
dude. Sorry.
because your mama gonna try to tell you maybe not to join this, but what can she do? Your mom, the thing with your mom is she gonna accept you when you join it. But she may say get out my house. She might not. I have heard of game bangers that say my mama found out I was thugging living like this, and she made me get out her house. I moved in with my daddy. Me and him got into a fight, and then I was out on the streets. Like the mama said, you can't be here living like that.
So Whack 100 was just talking about this on a podcast with that crazy dude, 607, whatever
Yeah.
talking crazy.
St. Louis.
And
He ain't crazy. He be kicking some shit.
yeah, he
Ain't gonna
talks
lie.
some sense sometimes. But so what they were having a conversation on, he was like, bro, you can't say that about these people that only know this route. What Jason's saying.
Yeah.
He's like, you talking about these gang bangers and all this kind of stuff like that. That's all they know. They know that's the feeder pool of, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna do the same thing my daddy did, and I'm gonna ride out until they take me up under that.
Yeah, it's
He
what
say
it's
it's dudes that'll come up here
Lieutenant
right
Dan,
now.
man.
He say it's the dudes
My
that'll
dad
come up
died,
here right
his dad
now
died.
that'll do it to you. And it's only because you said something about they set.
Yeah.
It ain't about nothing
Yeah.
that you apologize, nothing. It's about your set. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to understand the perimeter and the boundaries that you stepping into when you say certain things.
You have to be realistic, because what you saying, it can hold all the emotional intelligence and intelligent way
just
of
don't matter.
consciousness.
Yeah.
That shit, you gotta live. That we still gotta live in reality.
Yeah.
So it's like, because I know that there's double standards, and I know that we are unjustly tried and sentenced, and women are more fairly and even leniently sentenced, you know what I'm saying, for the same crime and different things like that. And like at some point you have to accept this and embrace this and evolve and adapt yourself to this situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if he would have mushed her and then been like, well, you saw her mush me, nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the guy. Like she said, you're the man. Well, of course, you don't like it. Of course, I don't like it. Of course, we can point out the hypocrisy and the idiocy.
That's what she's
in it.
saying, though.
But
You should be better than me.
In the world that we're in, right? In the
She
world
literally saying, you should be better than me. Are
Yeah.
you serious?
yeah,
Right.
that's always been my main point.
He argues this all the time.
That's always been my main
Yeah,
point.
I did it. But he's a man.
He's supposed to.
What are you talking about? Like, he's a man. Like,
He's supposed to be more cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, he's supposed to be flawless.
Yeah, he's
Never
supposed to like grab
mess
my
up.
wrist and be like, baby, come
Mess up,
here.
yeah, right.
Baby,
But
I
then
love
that's
you.
something too, because if he would have grabbed her, then she might be like, "Oh, he grabbed me in an aggressive way." Now he's gonna.
I mean, nah, he's supposed to
He supposed to
perfectly.
calm
There's
her.
a scenario in her mind where he perfectly.
calms her down,
Yeah.
grabs her and hugs her close and says, baby, you know what?
I love you.
I
I'm right here. I'm right here with you, baby. I'm right here with you.
But you know what?
I want to hear what
You know what?
It's funny that you threw the phone down because when we was younger, somebody had text my phone and somebody called my phone and this moment came. She brought me the phone. I was asleep, and she was like, "Talk to him." I went, got my helmet, bro, hit the phone, and went back to sleep, bro. And look, then she would have brought me another phone the next day, bro, because she couldn't contact me. I was like, bro, I'm gonna go to sleep, bro. I'm not gonna do this right now, bro. I've been in this in the sun all day, bro. Like a slave, bro. I'm not gonna wake me up, bro. I hit that with the helmet,
But
bro.
that's why it's a thin line between, like, Jason be wanting to be compassionate and like, oh, women have emotion. When you overdo that, women become unreasonable. Cause then they go, oh, that's
Become?
I'm writing a book called Women Are Unreasonable.
Become?
I'm writing a book called Women Are
I think
Unreasonable.
an emotional, a being that's more prone to trusting their emotions as absolute like facts,
Right.
is going to be unreasonable automatically.
Right.
There's no way around it. There's just no way around it.
And then women are reinforced by saying, hey, like I dated a woman and her friends was like, hey, if you too much for him, then he don't deserve you. And that's terrible advice to be like, yeah, we know you extra, you over the top, but we don't have to live with you or sleep with you or do anything that has to do with your life and decisions, but we're your friends and we love you, so if he can't accept how we accept you, what are you talking about? Like, no.
I need a man that can handle me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lot.
Like, no, I don't know.
I need a man that can take my smart mouth.
Make this
You
guy.
gotta ask him if you got a man.
Yeah.
Do you got a man? You be like, I'm working on
So,
it.
all right, we're in a perfect place to transition into safe space.
Oh Lord.
we're in a perfect place to transition into safe space. So there was a post, and I think all three of us made a comment on this post by our friend Salah.
No, come on, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
About safe space.
I
Right?
love you, girl.
So when I saw it, and I made a couple of comments, but then I really decided to sit back and just kind of watch the magic happen. And one of the, I think the last comment I made, oh no, maybe I made a comment or not, but I did say this conversation with my wife. I said, if you tell me that something I said or did when we were in conversation, if you can say to me, based upon that I am not a safe place for you to speak, if you can say to me that I'm not a safe space, what you also just said to me was that I'm not safe with you. Then
Because you can't say because you may have just blurted out something that you honestly felt about what I said, and it made me uncomfortable. So now I'm telling you
that I'm not.
And so what I'm also telling you is that
I can't do that.
Yeah.
You can talk to me,
Not safe.
but I can't talk to you.
Don't have those vulnerable moments like that if it could possibly make me uncomfortable or my feelings could get hurt.
Or you could turn it, and then now I'm going to put it on you as you're not my safe space now because I just told you that.
That's what we're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're saying.
I was calibrating what you put down.
So if you can say to somebody that they're not a safe space, you're also saying that you're not a safe space for them.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I said to my wife, because the conversation went a little farther, and maybe it will come some of that will come out, is in order for me to provide you with protection, I have to risk something to protect you. Right? So in conversation, if I'm going to provide a safe space for you, you are asking me, you're also asking me to not be protected by you. And my wife said, what do you mean? I said, if we're out and somewhere and somebody pulls a gun and I put you behind me, I'm providing you a safe space by putting you behind me, but I'm also putting myself in direct fight.
Mm-hmm.
I have to risk safety to provide protection.
Right.
So I'm not saying that. So what I'm also saying is, if I'm going to provide you with a safe space to speak, you need to know that in order for me to provide you with a safe space to speak, that I'm sacrificing on your behalf.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, to give you.
I'm sacrificing on your behalf.
Hold on, what the audience do? Why the audience ain't clocking that T?
But
I'm just saying, bro.
No, but
it's spot on, bro.
It's like what Jason was saying when he was like, biometrically women are softer, so if they hit you, it's not the same as a man. That is why, because I know that I could hurt you, is not why I don't hit you. That's not why I don't hit you.
Right.
It's because I don't want to hit you.
Right.
And so you should in return not hit me.
There might be a time I want to hit you though.
But
I ain't gonna hit you.
But I'm not going to hit you. Because if we doing like biology, I'll just hit you softer. Right?
Oh, right. I'm gonna dial it back a little bit on physics, right? I took physics back in school, so I'm just gonna tap you a little bit less. Like I'm gonna
shake them.
So I don't
shake them.
I don't hit you. I don't hit you because
I can't say give a gut shot.
I don't not hit you because I can't control how much I hurt you. I just
51
don't hit you.
Yeah.
And in turn, you should not hit me, or you should not say things that'll hit below the belt, or you should not hold and harbor things. You should not be transactional with your love because I know.
So, me and my mom before she transitioned out of here, my mom, we were talking about that. She was like, there should never be a reason whatsoever for a man to ever hit a woman. I'm like, no, there can always be a reason.
Yeah.
See, there can always be a reason. I say, but I'm not advocating that that a man should hit a woman, but I'm saying there can be a reason.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
You coming at me with a knife or something crazy or something like that? Yeah, I gotta put you down.
Things gotta be what they gotta be.
Right.
So what I did say to my mom, I said, okay, so I agree with you that if she's the weaker vessel, and me hitting her is the impact can be greater than if she hits me. I'm in agreement with you. But if she knows that, then she shouldn't hit me, because she should also be aware that the impact is going to be greater.
But what if you made her mad?
Right, because what you're saying requires a certain logic.
Yeah.
Right. So
that goes out the window.
So to further try to demonstrate my point to my mom, I said, if I hit Mike Tyson and he hits me back,
that's how you gonna sound. That was good timing.
That was right on time.
I said, I should know that when I hit him and he hits me back, that the impact that he's going to hit is going to be greater. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be greater. So now, do I deserve what I'm going to get when I hit Mike Tyson? And if I deserve what I can get from Mike Tyson, why is it that she don't deserve what she's going to get from me? My mom just sat there for a little while, kind of trying to deal with that. She said, "You just never hit a woman."
Because she's a woman. But it's because she's a woman.
You don't do it.
She's a woman.
It don't gotta make sense.
It don't gotta make sense.
No.
But it does. She's a woman. We're not the same.
It's the pink
No matter
rose.
how much, no matter how, even when, like this young lady, we joke because we always talk about equality, and she's like a passionate advocate of women's rights and different things, and it's like you don't want to be equal when it's like time to get on the roof, or when it's time to go.
You want to be equal when it's convenient.
Yeah.
You
That's
know what I mean?
like Bill Burr say, you want equality a la carte.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You want it where you want it where you want it when you want it. You don't want it in that.
You don't want it when
If you slap me and I come back with a slap of my own, you don't want that.
Or when there's jugs out there in the trash.
Because in the same vein, what I'm saying is the fact that I know you're a woman and you know that I'm a man. You expect me to be more emotionally stable. Yeah. So when you slap me, you don't expect me or want me to slap you back because you feel like you pick me because I can remain in control.
You want me to be better
in certain spaces.
Yeah.
100% at what we are, because the average woman, she does feel like there's so many different spaces where she's much better than you.
Right.
Yeah.
Whether she says it out loud or not.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's because we've always
and it is true.
We've always placed
it is true.
We always place women on the pedestal.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. We not comparison, and they keep counting.
I said, but they be keeping count though. Men, generally, we don't keep count.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna be like, you did this to me, and remember this one?
Right.
You did 15 times.
We're not gonna be like the last 15 dates. I paid for the last 15 dates.
You can be like, man, you tried me the other day. And she'll be like, oh yeah, what I do? And you be like, man, we was, like, you don't even remember that time. Because you gonna be like, see, you should have said something when it happened. And she'll act like it never happened because you didn't say nothing.
You can actually bring up something that is the exact same thing they're complaining about. Hey, you know you did the exact same thing this time?
Yeah.
Well,
they gotta
you can intentionally do what she
did. I can intentionally do what you did.
They're in the produce section. The woman is taking the fruit, bro. She put it in the bag. The guy taking the fruit, the same fruit she just looked at out of the bag, gives it to him. Gives it to her. She was like,
no, put it back. Put it back.
And you look at the camera like,
hey, watch it. Hey, this is a good one.
She's like, no. And do it.
That's because he picked it. Yeah, she picked that one.
And she picked it out.
Actually picked this.
Oh, you see the one with the colors and the cups and the
yeah, bro, that's wild.
That's my favorite.
It's almost like
he just like, bro.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
He just want to give up on life, bro.
Listen. When I saw that and I showed it to my wife, and she said, "Wow," I said, "Yeah."
That's how it is.
I said, she's completely undoing everything he's trying to build. And if she'll do that with this game, I'm trying to
with
imagine
supreme
her.
Confidence at that.
Right. I'm trying to say, wait a minute. y'all together and y'all building?
No,
We not.
no, they're not together. She is after something, and he thinks they're together.
Right.
Yeah. Because the funny thing is, a man is okay with just being like, okay, you do it that way, I'm gonna let you do it that way.
Yeah.
Like
they say we're nonchalant about it.
no, but it's like
We're nonchalant about
like one time when I was with my daughter's mom,
No, not.
she's like, yo, you don't do this with you don't do X, Y, Z with our daughter, and I'd be like, yo, because you have a routine, you don't like for me to infringe on that routine. She goes, I don't have no routine.
That's a lot.
And I say we all have a routine. Just because you didn't write it down and say this is a routine. When you get up,
If you did do it, she wouldn't. She'll stop you.
you get up, you scratch your ass the same way when you wake up. You go brush teeth the same way. You put on the same clothes before you put on your work clothes. You have a routine. We all have a routine.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you didn't sit down and be like, yo, when I wake up, I'm gonna do this. No, you have a routine. Whether you plan it or not, you have something that you innately do every day.
And this was beautiful about what you're saying. And on top of that, I have paid so much attention. I'm so in tune to you.
I know your
that you have a
routine.
routine, and I am not trying to interfere with your routine.
I tell people
I'm
all the
caring
time.
for you by not interfering with your
I know you have a routine. I'm gonna tell you what you're about to do right now.
And
No, I ain't.
I had somebody get mad at me. I had a friend get mad at me one time, right? And I told her, I think I done said this before. I said, trying to understand a woman is trying to understand why they put a round piece in a square box and cut it into triangles. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
look,
thing I can get out of that
understand
is
it.
they want you to learn a lesson.
and women will be
Like,
like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
need to learn
I
your
don't-
shapes, and then with
I'm
a
like,
woman,
I can take
learning-
here, and if I take a round piece and I just start
Learning
cutting it
yourself.
up, like, it's still a piece.
Psychology.
But then it's like, okay, if I give it to you like that, it's wrong.
Right.
But then if I sit here and I put it the same way that they gave it to you, then it's like, oh, okay, well that makes sense.
Right.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
That's girl
But you
math.
got it, bro. Yeah, that's what it's called, girl math, bro. I be telling my daughter that. I was like, that's girl math, right?
It's,
Yeah, when you meet a sensible woman, man, it's a beautiful thing.
That's why.
It's
They
so
got-
rare you don't even really know how to take her.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's why I'm staying married, bro.
It's like-
We friend zone them, dog. I get the friend zone shit now because we friend zone those women.
Yes.
Women that be reasonable.
Or if you got a woman and you meet this woman, you got a friend zone her, or you can't be.
Yeah, because you're perfect.
I'll talk to her. She's a threat.
what?
Like what
You
time?
believe that?
what time of-
It could never be anything sexual ever.
What
That
time of
woman
woman-
is a threat to your
This
relationship.
woman broke me down so
She's too
bad.
real.
So you do this because of this. I'd be like, you know this.
It is like that.
What did I say earlier?
Just melt. Just melt.
What I said
Oh, my-
earlier? I used to
So
have
genuine,
like
A lot of women
different.
aren't really genuine.
I had different
Most of the
friends and stuff, right? Before I met my wife or whatever, and then I met my wife and she started doing stuff that was different. I was like, and it was just bringing like grapes or something, just like different stuff. Oh, I seen this at the store, so I bought it for the house, and it's overseas. I'm like, oh. I didn't know that women did this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's so crazy that we don't even see that we think like that,
Yeah.
or that something that can be so monotonous can be impactful. It's the small things.
And we have.
But the women, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The women in my life who have done this though, like they, it's like once they see your reaction to these little things, they know how to keep it. This is
Yeah,
a
they
woman who
continue
knows how to
doing it,
keep
yeah.
a man because she know what lemonade you like. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like she know what produce to buy because she know how you eat.
Right.
You know, like you don't have to say anything. Like it's the base, it's the small
Right.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like when I mentioned before on the show about my morning cup of coffee and how my wife gets up and she makes sure that I have that cup of coffee in the morning. But we got a lot of stuff that's been happening recently. So there have been some mornings where I've made myself a cup of coffee and got out so that she could, rest and do what she needed to do because of life. So even if she doesn't make me a cup of coffee, probably within an hour or so after I leave the house, she'll call me to check on me. You okay? So and so, because she didn't go through. We didn't do that the way we normally do it.
Right.
So she follows it up and she does it another way. So and like what you're talking about, when you talk about your book about being reasonable, I don't know that that's You're not saying that they should be reasonable. You're just saying that they're not.
They're not.
They're not reasonable.
I would hope they should be.
I don't know.
They have a different thought.
Yeah, because it's like okay. So we're talking about part of what we say. And this came to me earlier. We're talking about accountability. And I heard someone saying that I started dealing with this, and I think I talked to Jason a little bit about this. Is that a man's relationship with accountability and a woman's relationship with accountability are different. And what I did was I began to explore it because I'm interviewing women, and so I've called a few, and I was asking them women that I'm going to be interviewing questions, and I said, when I make a comment to you, when I make a criticism to you about a thing, you got upset when you, so let's have a conversation about why you got upset. And the bottom line is, and this happened 4 different times, the bottom line is, what they heard me saying was they heard me criticizing them as a person.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So if you say something about parenting the child,
right,
they hear I'm a bad parent.
Yeah, and that's not what I said to you.
Right. You make a comment about the food, or I'm a bad cook, or you make a comment about the bed being made, or I don't maintain a proper house. So then if that's the case,
right,
then it makes sense to me. Not that I'm in agreement, but it makes sense to me that the argument that they're having is because they're defending that.
They're defending their being when we're talking about characteristics.
Right.
Like you defending your character when we're talking about characteristics. You know?
Right.
So I'm saying, like, hey, if you have a young boy and you raise him in this way, when he gets older, you're going to cripple him because he's not going to know how to handle himself in a way that this matrix expects men to operate.
Right.
He's going to be overly emotional, so we're not going to accept that.
Right.
So he's going to find himself in trouble that he shouldn't be in because he just wasn't able to, like.
He doesn't have the tools that he needs to help him manage himself differently.
And you're doing what you're supposed to do because you naturally are here nurturing.
Right.
It's what you do. It's what you do.
Right.
And it's why you need a counterpart who does the opposite or something different.
Balance.
Yeah, you need balance. But you hear, so you say, "Oh, I'm doing the best I can as a mother." And it's like, yes, you are. You're doing a great job as a mother.
Right.
He needs a father.
Right.
That's it. It's nothing against you, your mother. That's why people like when we talk about the single mother complex, people be like, "Oh, you talk about single mothers," like, which it just needs a rebrand because you think that it means that I'm blaming the mother because the father's absent. I'm saying I'm blaming the condition that makes the father absent.
Right.
It has nothing to do with your motherhood.
Right.
Yeah. That's me reasoning with you my position. And if you hear anything else, you're being unreasonable.
I talk to a lot of moms with having the boys in the program, and they're saying, "Oh, well, I can't control him. I can't do this. I can't do that. He's too emotional and all this kind of stuff like that." And it's where I sat down with the boys, and the atmosphere is totally different. Because now he's around a whole bunch of men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you can't do that around here because we're going to check you on it.
Right.
You know, so at the end of the day, I go and I talk to like the mom, I pull her to the side or something, and I say, "Hey, well, I see what you're talking about, and we had these conversations, and he is a little extra emotional, but give us time to work on him so that we can build him up to understand logic versus emotion."
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, well, what am I doing wrong?" No. I didn't say you doing anything wrong. I didn't say you did anything wrong. You're raising him right, as you're saying, Black. But it's something where he needs to hear from men what you're doing wrong. Stop getting so emotional about these certain things.
Right.
You know, handle it this way. So you don't go into a situation, okay, you get into a fight, next thing you want to do, you want to pull out a gun off of emotions. Right. When you could have just handled it off of a conversation.
Yeah, it's just putting them in an environment where they're going to learn there's a time to laugh, there's a time to cry, and there's a time to fight.
Yeah.
And that you're not doing it as it's not a knee-jerk reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So,
If I'm saying stop getting so emotional, it's like it's a whole bunch of legwork that got to be done.
Yeah, because it is.
For that to be a reality.
For it to be a
But so
reality, right.
for
I
it to
think
be a
we be saying it
reality,
wrong too, though.
yeah.
I agree with that.
So
Like
I
saying
say emotional
Not get
awareness.
emotional, but it's like being in control of your
Yeah,
reaction.
that's
Being
emotional awareness.
being controller, but
Yeah.
but even what I learned is I used to be like, maybe it's the way I'm saying it, and then I try to say it another way, and I realized that oh no, you just have
Your thought process.
you just have something, you have a problem with someone saying that, hey, your emotions aren't always
Yeah,
paramount.
you said I'm
Yeah,
not.
you just don't want to hear this.
Yeah,
you
you
want to
took-
hear
It's
that.
not how
Yeah,
I
it's
say
like-
it or any of that.
No matter how I say it,
I used to think it was my delivery too. JL be there sometimes.
Well,
I'm
people
thinking it's my
say that.
delivery, and
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe
and you
I'm
adjust,
wrong.
and it's still the same.
and then they'll be like, no, but
Yeah.
you said, yeah, I said that, and it didn't register, so I'm saying what I was trying to say in another way.
So I've had a mom like go off the hinge on me, and I'm like, what is she so upset about? And I'm trying to figure out, and then and then I started speaking to her with sense. And I'm like, I'm not going to argue with you on something that we supposed to have a conversation on.
Right.
And then once I toned it a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, she was like, I just don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, just give it time, and we'll work on these certain things. But you can't show that type of emotion. Like you're going off of this for what? And now he's seeing it, and now he's going to take it into the schoolhouse. He's going to take it into the class. Into the classroom. He's going to take it into sports. He's going to take it into the streets. He's going to take it into the community center. So therefore, they're going to put a label on him.
Mm-hmm.
And once that label, as we know, once that
Right.
label is on you,
Yeah.
it's hard to get it
It's
off.
hard to get it off. Yeah.
And I used to date women with boys, and then they'll be like, hey, what you said to him wasn't wrong, just how you said it. And I'm like, no, because men not able to do that. We're not able to. We get stopped by the police, and we be like, nah, and we get beat or we get shot, or we be like, and then they be like, hey, why you didn't comply? It was just how you said it. I just didn't.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We can't do. We're not able to operate in this matrix that way.
Yeah.
What it is, what it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was the tone.
yeah, you do that, this gonna happen, bro.
But the disconnect
that's
is she's
how we
never
talk.
had to be a man out here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was
So she
the
can't
tone.
even really say
Yeah.
because she doesn't know.
And that's why I bring officers in too to talk about scenarios like that, situational awareness. You know what I mean? Understand the situation that you in. You might want to
Just chill.
Like,
It-
because
because it
you might
ain't
want to be
about-
quiet,
Analyze
bro.
what's
It ain't about
Yeah.
being right or wrong. That's like what men naturally. We naturally survey the situation and be like, hey, she's a woman, she's being emotional. Well, like what Jason was doing. The only thing that I'm asking you to do is to say, hey, I'm being emotional. What? Let me see how a man will look at this. Cause I'm designed to be like, oh, let me see how a woman is feeling. I can never know, I can never see, but I'm considering that you think, act, feel differently.
Yep.
And then I'm going to move based on that. The only thing I'm asking you to do is for you to acknowledge in your mind, hey, we think, feel, act differently.
This
Let
and
me tell you
this.
something.
Oh,
No, go ahead.
that's a major point, right? Because I have like a handful of close relationships with some women that they're very intelligent and they're very intelligent women, and one thing that nobody ever taught them was to try to process how a man hears what they said.
Right.
Or how a man views what they did. Like, and so they'll call me and I'm like my homegirl, she was telling me she was about to go on a trip with her dude. And it was the night before they had to leave. And so she was trying to like pack her bag and she had to like do this and she had to do that. And her dude was like done. So he was like laying on the bed chilling. And she was like, she told him, so you just gonna watch me do? And I said, man, you could have said, maybe I'm a little overwhelmed. I need some help. I got a few things to do. Help me with these. I'm all yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's so many ways to go about that. But for you to say, so you gonna sit here and watch me do all this? I'm like, that's disrespectful.
Right.
You don't even know to your man ears how disrespectful that sounds.
And then you got
Because
somebody
that's
like us,
all
we
things
smart
that
at the
you
mouth,
need to
you
do
know.
for you. He's relaxing because he's done.
He's done.
And in your mind, you told yourself that a man who's the man for you would notice
Would
this
just know.
and just jump up and be like, where can I get in? And I'm like, and that, I like, you can't put that on him. Like, y'all can build towards that together if you let him know that you need help.
And a part of
okay, go ahead.
I just want to say this one thing. Because a part of this is because if I'm your man, I already know that the way you gonna pack is gonna require some help. So I probably already asked you 2 days before, hey, did you start packing?
Right.
Hey, let me set this aside. I know you're gonna want this. You gonna come in the house and say, hey, why you got this shit here?
Yeah.
Or as your dude, and I study you, and I know that you are very specific about how you do stuff.
Yeah.
That you don't want nobody. Yeah,
you have a routine. I'm out of your way.
I'm gonna follow your shit wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the wrong spot.
Right.
And you're gonna have to come behind me and try to
do that.
Now you're gonna try to be nice and come behind me. And
You don't like your
way.
cashmere with your cottons. I don't even know what those are. I'm gonna let you do what you're doing.
And I gotta sit back and watch you come back and do it your way, and I'm not supposed to say nothing.
Right.
Because it's gonna create something that I don't want to be a part of. And so I just said, and so I gave her another woman friend of mine. I actually gave her Sheriff number.
Okay.
And I said, look, call this woman, chop it up with her, because she's actually like, and it's not nothing against you, because your mama, your auntie, your grandma, no, they didn't factor that in. They didn't teach you that. So it's like, you good there.
Right.
Get with a woman who's actually took the time to listen to men talk and try to put herself in a man's ear from what he hears when a woman says this, what he sees, what he feels when a woman does this. Because to you, you're thinking it's nothing because you already just been told that a man just supposed to be so masculine.
You're supposed to just know.
That he just understands that at times you say wild shit.
And you don't even know it sounds
And
crazy.
we do, but you can't abuse that.
Right.
Like, and we do, but you can't abuse that. And when we call it out, you sure enough can't try to flip the script and be manipulative with the victim tactics. What the lady called it, I call it Therapist Bay on Instagram, the vulnerable narcissism.
Yeah,
vulnerable narcissism. Now you're so hurt by me calling you out. Man.
Kill it, and you know, man.
Man,
That's what I'm, man.
And you forcing me in a corner now of, do I want to move forward with our dynamic, or do I just want to stand on this hill and make you take accountability?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to stand.
And you not.
You have to stand on the hill with me.
Nah, down the hill now we dead.
Yeah, you gotta stand. You gotta stand
Because who's gonna move me from this hill when I die?
See,
You not.
See, okay.
You're not the strongest man.
You know you want to see if I'm willing to die on this hill. You kind of like crying, but you like peeking like.
So, I like.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that for whatever reason, me and my wife stayed together for 30 years.
Yeah.
Right? For whatever reason, we stayed together for 30 years. The joy that we have now, and how smooth the ride is now, it's got to be because of, well, I'm gonna say it got to be. I liken it to because of what the journey was to get to these 30 years. At probably around the 20-year mark, because when the ride started getting real smooth for us, right? So now a lot of the stuff that y'all are talking about, we got, we got. It's not a thing. Like it's like I was talking to one of the guys at the job, and I said, man, it drives me crazy for some reason. My wife would take a glass, sit it right on the edge of the counter, but she would take a plastic glass and put it at the back. And I said, I don't know what it is about how she does things that makes her put the more dangerous item in the most vulnerable place.
Like living on the edge.
right. So and even with like how you put stuff in the cabinet, right? She'll put stuff in the cabinet and I'll go and I'll move it. I said, man, all she got to do is do so and so and such and such. He said, no, all she got to do is let you keep doing it. Yeah. Right. Right. So but when you get to a place you understand, okay, this is not the thing. First, like arguing, fuss and fighting.
Yeah.
Right. So.
I had this.
Right. So when it happens, I will go in, and I will move it, and she'll say, "Oh, I put it there on the edge again." Yeah, you put it on the edge again. So let me go ahead and do this. And it can be, and it's just how we made. Right. She is the chaos. I'm the organization. right? If I go in the refrigerator, I would actually move everything around and put it in a proper place, right? And then I'll walk out, go do something, come back, and I don't understand why the milk is right here when you could have put it right back where you got it from. And now you don't. Now you're going to claim you don't have no room to put stuff in the refrigerator, and then you want to take all the stuff that I want to keep and throw my stuff away, right? Throw my stuff away when you can pick something of yours and throw it away. But anyway. So what I'm saying.
You spot on.
Yeah.
But we're at the place now where the way we behave or respond to those things is just, we laugh at it now. Where back in the day would have been a whole conversation or da 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 da. Now it's like, yeah, you put me, hey, I went to your milk. I don't understand, but hey, I moved it back. So when you go in there, just leave it where it is.
What I learned what I learned about being married, because I think I'm like I guess the shortest period of being married out of us three, right? Is that certain things, like, it used to be things that aggravate me. She might not close the milk carton all the way. Right. And then I'll take it out, and then next thing you know, I got milk all over me. So it was like those conversations, and I'm like, you didn't close the milk, right? I didn't close the milk. You did not close, and then I stopped doing that. So I started realizing that a marriage is like a career. It's a first place career, because guess what? If I go into my job after I done got an argument with you, now I'm gonna mess up the bag.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I learned that once
they know they'll run.
You know what I'm saying?
Be like, have a
Your
good day.
How you gonna ask me halfway throughout the day?
It's you.
And I learned that early on, that communication, you know what I'm saying? Because with my parents, and I tell my parents all the time, like, I didn't really see y'all argue a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was like, when I started dating individuals and started moving in together, those little things, like my socks might be on the floor. My wife tell me all the time, and she tell people, he had sneakers everywhere in the house. Yeah, because it's my damn house.
Right.
You moved in, so now so she started moving them, but then like you said, once I seen she started moving them, I started just putting my shoes up.
Right.
So it's like, it's not even a compromise. It's like
She's not making it like you're wrong for doing what you're doing. She just bringing a little more organization to it.
Bringing more organization, and then you compliment her on the back end or whatever else it is that she may be like, I got in my wife's car, I drove on a bump. I said, so you ain't realized your car got hydraulics? You ain't say nothing? Well, it was giving me the work back and forth. Now I gotta go buy these struts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's where it's a career, and it's continuous growth, and it's continuous where, you know what I'm saying, with like how y'all saying, with like the right woman, bro, it's like, it's peaceful. It brings so much peace, bro, and I'm just like...
And people don't get that.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, why you got so much... Why do you want the turmoil when you sit there and get a good understanding? You're not always going to agree. You're not always going to see eye to eye. Sometimes you got to laugh at it, bro.
I've watched women say
you want to sit right there till he comes?
That
go ahead, sit down. Here, this
peace
you want your phone?
Is uncomfortable. Because they're more comfortable in chaos.
Yeah.
Some of them
that peace is uncomfortable.
See yourself in the middle.
At a certain point in life, and it's like, I mean, you can see it. Like, I'm telling y'all, me and this young lady, right? We watched this Pop the Balloon show, and it's I'm like showing her, like, you see this what men say? Do you see this? Like, when this guy come out here, he's stable. He seems like he has his life figured out, and these balloons are going off. Like, it's something. They're trying to say, oh, it's like, it doesn't really have that edge, or they try to say, I just didn't feel that initial, it's like, they're trying to dress
an excuse.
Yeah, they're trying to dress.
Perfect for what they said.
Yeah. They're trying to dress it up, but you told yourself you was coming on here to meet somebody stable, who's financially secure, who knows who they are, and then when that guy walks out, they're like, oh, I just didn't feel the,
They're like, I didn't know this was him. I don't like it.
And it's just weird, and there's this one guy, he's a professor.
It's boring, man.
It's
Girls
boring.
want that edge. They want a nigga. Man, I heard a girl.
They still want that bad boy, like.
They want a nigga to ride out and go to prison for them.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, this what you want for real? But then when he go to prison, you be like, that nigga left me, stuck with these kids. But it's like, then you just said you want a nigga who will go all out, maybe even go to prison for you.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
tell
what is that?
I tell young people this all the time when I like counsel and just talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I say, if you go to jail right now, guess what? She belong to anybody else that's out here. Cause that time you was getting ready to serve.
Even when you was out here, man, she didn't belong to you.
Get there.
Yeah.
So what you
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Never
So
belonged to you, man. She was always hers.
Okay, right. She was never right.
Technically she was
She
never
gonna do
yours.
what she
gonna
decided to do
do.
all the time. You just when you
But when
agree
you're
to
that
be
boss.
dedicated to each other, you just would we commonly expect
You personally
not to-
choose to make decisions based off this agreement.
Right.
See, that's the
all of
same
your
thing
decisions
going
are with the agreement.
going to, like,
right. That was the perfect way to work it.
Coach was overseas before too, right? In the military. And when you out of sight, out of mind, you still bringing in a check, doing everything you supposed to do, right? But still, back home, it's like
Jody.
the mailman
Oh,
kid.
Jody.
That's the mailman kid, and people didn't understand that. Oh, that's the milkman baby.
Man, I
People
used
didn't
to
understand that.
go
But
ahead.
and when you've lived and you see, you say, you know what? I can't even really be truly mad at it because I probably would have, you know what I'm saying? Like went somewhere and did something too.
Oh, I could be mad.
Oh, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. But guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and head on out.
But you understand.
Yeah.
So but I would warn guys.
I think
Gonna
that's
get ready-
just still being realistic too.
Yeah,
understanding
it's
that, like,
realistic.
yo, this
Understand-
is what
if-
crazy.
I can walk away without doing nothing crazy.
Right.
That's
yeah,
it.
but people
Bro,
are
it's
people.
easy.
Yeah,
to
I can accept reality and be like, okay, this is.
Bro, I ate my little bullet and was like, ooh, well,
Yeah.
it hurt, but
Yeah. I used
Go
to
ahead
tell man, listen.
give me a-
It'd be
It's
so
just
many
like,
of
man,
them,
listen.
so many bullets.
Yeah.
When we get to a certain place, we understand it ain't fair, it ain't even, and
Right.
and we get that.
Double
So,
standards,
all of that. But I was talking to a mutual friend of ours recently, and I was talking about her situation, and we were talking about her situation, and she asked me what I thought, and I said, I want you to ask yourself this question. Don't try to answer me now. You maybe you don't have to answer it to me at all, but ask yourself this question. Have you ever sought to be in a relationship with a man and that man was not a placeholder in your life? Started crying right away. She started crying right away. Because as men, we understand we are here while we're here, and when we ain't, somebody is always trying to take our place.
It's inevitable.
We understand that.
It's a known fact. It's a fact.
We know somebody's trying to take our place. We know
Bro,
we know that.
I used to see it
So who she is as a person is everything. Whether she's going to let somebody into that place, into that space, whether it's long term, short term, whatever it is, who she is means everything.
Yeah.
Right?
So-
Like being at the USO and the dude
Everybody doesn't know.
at the MWR, bro, that man
Man.
pipe down.
But-
It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And you already know, so now they finna put him on watch. And
Yeah.
you got somebody else that's been his buddy. Now I'm a contractor looking at this. It's a dude, bro, I'll never forget. He went home for vacation. He hadn't talked to his wife in like 2 weeks. He went home for vacation. He went home, bro, to a house that was empty. He had to go to his kids' school to find out where they lived at. She had them left him and didn't even say nothing to him about leaving.
Yo, man.
She said you was gone too long and she had them moved on with her life. And he was contracted for like 10, 15 years. Mind you, taking care of the house and everything. And she just was like, bro, you wasn't here. Milkman was here. He was delivering. He gave me the best 2%. I'm just saying. You know, and that,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's,
what it
you
be,
know
man.
what I'm saying?
They want what they want, bro. They don't really care about anything else, though.
Bro, it's a matter of like,
And it seems like
and it's
they
not
have
all
to
of them,
just-
bro. It's
Right.
not all of them because it be,
We just need to know that. We
yeah,
just
it
need
be
to
on
know
both
that.
sides.
We
bro.
just need to know that women are people too. And I think the lie that was being told, like we talked about on the show before, is with the little nursery rhyme. Boys are snails and dogs and puppy dog tails, something like that, and girls are sugar and spice and everything nice. So as guys, the what hit me was when I found out, oh, they lie, they steal, they cheat, they just as, they do all the same things that we do that are not good things.
Yeah.
So once I came to that realization, I was like, oh, okay.
It's that pedestal.
Right.
That pedestal.
Right.
Man.
They up there and
I sit there all day long, and it's a conversation I have with my mother on, and my mom, she voiced.
Yeah.
She don't care.
Yeah,
she used to didn't care what she was saying sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So now I talk to her and I be like, Mom, like that was kind of wrong on what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why I was wrong. And then I started breaking it down.
Right.
And then like me and my dad, we sitting there and then we talking to her and she's like, I kind of see it, but then she started coming around and it was more so like the man that's in my life loved me enough to tell me that I may have went about this the wrong way.
Right.
But as a young man, I didn't know how to go about telling her, like, Mom, that was uncalled for.
See, that's why your mentoring program is so essential. Because you get to create a space for young men to learn, to get the language that they're going to need to be able to communicate that a lot earlier in their life than we got to.
Yeah, and that's why we talk to the mothers too. And I've started having to where, like our program admin, she's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had a mom, they can come in and sit in, and I tell them like you're a fly on the wall for this conversation.
Right.
It's not for you to sit there and look at your son and be like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. No. What you don't want to hear is what he's telling you. What he's saying out loud to us is what you need to hear.
Right.
So if you're in tears over there, it's something that you may want to work on. Not saying that you're a bad mom. It's just that he's not being able to say it to you because he doesn't want to be yelled at.
At the very least, it helps you to be aware that he's thinking the way he's thinking.
Yep.
Or he's receiving it the way he's receiving it. Because, you may not have intended it to come out the way we received the way it was, but it was still received that way. So like we say at the table all the time, when you say something, you're saying more than the one thing you intended to say. And you need to understand that people can hear
through certain things.
And they can hear the 5 or 6 things that were actually said in that moment. Okay, we've been here a bit. I want to thank y'all, man. We can get another one in. We'll get another few in. Oh, for those who are watching us, October 23rd, at the Funny Bone, the Brotherhood, Manhood, Fatherhood Conversation Series with the Conversation for the Conversation will be on stage October 23rd, 5 to 7. We have, we're going to go have a little battle between us, and it's not actually, I don't want to say battle like it's unfriendly. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to do something we haven't done in a long time. We're going to have a group of women and a group with us, and we're going to go
smoke these women.
We're going to go back and forth. And so that everybody know, I got our first yes. I got our first yes. So shout out to definitely D-La. She's going to be one of the women on the panel.
Lord.
So that's number one. So she's already agreed to be there with me.
Dion, a real one though.
Yeah,
she's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, we're going to go ahead and sign off, and there'll be more to come. Thank you, and good night.